my god. It is Pokemon Fun League Season 1-1-11. I'm your former champion, El Zubador, Joe, joined as ever always by not the ever always crew. First off, we have the man from top 4 last season. It's Jim.
Hello. PFL 11.
The other man from top 4 last season. It's Mike. Actually, no, Drac first. Actually, sorry.
Mike
we were both top 4.
True. Actually, you know what? You're right. And then,
Oh, let's go.
the man from top 2, but not 1, Mike.
I'll never be top 1. Rip.
Boys, we got a full crew here this evening for the Pokemon Fun League draft, and I just want to get some expectations from the boys, hear what's going on. What are your thoughts? Start with Drac, I guess.
My thoughts are that I think everybody's brains have been cooking with terrain specifically due to all the terrain-specific moves.
That's true.
Grassy Glide is obviously disgusting.
Who the fuck gave that to Rillaboom? Who at Game Freak thought that was a good idea?
Hey, at least Bulu didn't get it.
Yet.
Not that we know
They
of.
made all the starters broken except for Inteleon, which is hilarious.
Rip.
Poor Inteleon.
Well, then
He's the worst one, but it's
F's
okay.
in chat.
F's in chat for Inteleon.
Yeah. Who is here is the real question. Do we have anybody in the YouTube audience?
Well, we got Mitch, and we got
do.
M1, and we got Dave is here, and I see Murphy as well. We got a pretty decent chunk of people. So
I'm going to bring it up on my phone and mute it.
let's take a look here first. The image was made a few days ago when I got it in my head here. Let's just take a look over at the previous number 1 picks of the Pokemon Fun League thus far. I just want to get a look back to the past to play the sheet of games that suck ass, as we have here a pretty good chunk of people here. Some faces we won't see again, like old Magirna. Some faces
Rip.
of Mons we probably won't see drafted at number 1 ever, like Hatterene, presumably ever again.
Or
Yeah, you never
Togekiss?
know.
I don't know. I could see it happening.
PFL loves
Hatterene's very
Togekiss,
good.
though.
That's true.
No, like 2 people love Togekiss and take them every season.
That doesn't mean they're not going first this season, though. I don't know.
That is also true.
Oh,
and
boy.
I have it on good authority that both Garchomps here are actually both represented by Mike here.
Oh, 3
that's
seasons in a
honest.
row, I drafted both Garchomp, Mega Aggron, and Gardevoir, seasons 1 through 3.
It's so funny.
How'd you finagle your way to get first pick 2 seasons in a row?
It's all the random, baby. I had the first pick on seasons 4 and 5.
I
Magirna,
plead the 5th.
Magirna and Coco are both me, because I got that lucky, I guess.
You're
Dude, I
not so
took Coco
busted.
last.
I'm so
one season.
glad she's gone.
I barely did anything with Mags, unfortunately.
Coco's busted
Nobody
now,
did
too.
anything with Mags. Like, I heard you guys banned Mags, and I went, but nobody did anything with it.
That's how we roll most of the time, but we just had
Unless it's Mew and we're like, you know, hey, maybe we can
Well,
ban
no.
this after the season started.
Oh, no.
I was the
Mew and
biggest
Pomelo.
advocate for banning Mew. I was like, this thing is way too broken. You can just put any 4 moves on it I ever wanted.
Oh yeah.
You did it the way
Yeah, that
we
wasn't-
normally do it, which is you do good work with it, and then we're like, oh, fuck, no, fuck.
Yeah.
Hey Jim, if you want to hear something more disgusting, my first season, I drafted Comfey at 40 points.
Yeah, that's absurd because Comfey's put in an unbelievable amount of work.
There's
Yeah.
I
you know what?
associate that mon with you. Like, I didn't even think it was relevant at all.
Joe, do you have the
drafted
tier
me with
list
it.
from season 3? Or the one that Thomas went undefeated, where Tangrowth was like 40 points?
Tangrowth was not 40 points.
And Alola Lola was 60.
Alomomola
Did it have
was 60.
Regenerator? And it was 40
Oh.
points?
was not 40, I think it
Tangrowth
was
was tier
60.
3. Tangrowth was tier 3 for a good amount of its life, and then we realized,
Okay.
what the fuck are we doing? And I believe it was
Thomas took our tier list, bent it over, and did not ask permission.
Some common trend that I've been seeing is that all the really tanky mons are undervalued a lot of the time. Like a lot of the times you see a Pokemon that's just does an unbelievable amount of work and just cannot be killed. Normally undervalued. Like Appleton.
Yeah,
I still think Appleton should be
Appleton.
160.
Really?
Oh,
Appleton was
Appleton.
100 last
It
season.
gets what is it? Apple acid? It gets and it's the
Yeah.
apple
It
acid
gets
seed
thick
protecting
fat.
sub. I don't know.
Do you know
It's
how many
good,
games
it's
I've
good.
won by wish passing and toxic stalling people because I just had no other option? The answer's a lot.
All right. Well, I think then, before we get into the number 1 pick here, actually, I think we'll just do a little bit of a tease because I made a nice alternate version of this image to commemorate the number 1 pick. And there he is!
I don't like it.
There's the
I like
man. Let's go right into it with the number 1 pick overall.
Oh my goodness.
Elon Musk.
Oh,
It's Mitch.
I mean, at least it's Mitch taking him.
Hey, it doesn't take a very skilled opponent to hit Z Fly with 145 attack.
You don't know Mitch in real life, so I'm gonna let that one slide.
Oh my goodness. It makes sense. Lando T goes first. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's back.
He's marching his ass back into OU, and none of us like it.
Hey, where's that GIF?
Oh, fuck,
yeah,
you're right.
the-
You know what?
Lando
Let's-
walking.
oh man, how will that? Is that media source? Let's open that. I guess. I'm using a new thing here.
This thing's
Fuck!
not back in
Ow!
Sword and Shield yet, right? Like none of the Gen 5 genies are back yet.
No, I don't
that-
believe any of the legendaries are out until the next DLC,
Oh,
and then they're
okay.
just gonna give us all the legendaries
Yeah,
because that's
there
what
he
we
is.
want.
Oh no, he's gone. What happened? I gotta loop him.
Yeah, because then we're gonna have Coco with Rising Surge
No.
and Bulu with Glide. And
I
Tapu
don't
Fini with
want
No,
Mystic
please.
Explosion.
Loop. There we
I
go.
want Specs Misty Explosion is hilarious. Come on. I hope Primarina got it.
Misty.
There.
Wait, what is Misty Explosion?
It's
What
a
does it
regular
sound
Exactly
Explosion,
what he
but
sounds
very
like.
type of
What
special.
does
Wait,
it
for
sound
real?
like?
That exists?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's special, and its base power is not low, and oh boy.
Oh wow. Okay. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
anything about like the. I don't know that much about the new DLC moves, but Weezing gets it.
Terrain
Okay.
got both nerfed and buffed all at the same
Yeah.
time.
I know. Feeny got nerfed because of the whole defog thing. Oh, there's
Yeah.
the gift. The Lando marching his way
Yeah.
back in the.
Marching
Oh, yeah.
his way back in.
And he will be there for the duration now, as long as for round 1, I guess. Well, let's
I
go
love
over just back here. We can get these out of the way. No, I do want desktop audio. All right, so there's Lando. There's number 1. There he is. We got a lot of
So
picks to
scary.
take in round 1 here. Let's move right along to number 2. It's Lebo. And with the number 2
Lebo.
pick, Lebo has taken the big scary boy, Dracovish.
Oh no.
Dum-dum.
Number 2.
I'm gonna tell who's ever in that division, plan for that, like
Yeah.
I did,
Uh-huh.
because I
Uh,
prepped for having Dracovish, and I stopped it dead in its tracks.
All I'm gonna say is I played against Dylan's rain team, rain team last season, and I basically soloed him with Alolan Ninetales.
It's the only reason I drafted Lapras last season because it was water absorb and it had freeze dry.
Yeah,
And I was like, just in case I face Dracovish at all, like, I
Yep.
need that
Yeah,
one.
it's why I took Quagsire, and then Ferrothorn just happened to fall into my lap, and I was like, I mean, I'll take another way to hard stop this thing. It's not like it'll hurt.
This thing, unbelievable.
Yeah, it will win games if you guys don't prep for it, or it can possibly lose him the game because he relies too hard on it.
right.
True. Very polarizing for sure.
And I think the very nature of us having the conversation that like, oh, you need a very specific set of mons to stop it, just kind of speaks to its worthiness
power
at
of it,
200
yeah.
points.
Because nothing wants that Fish's Rend. It's going to hurt. Something's probably dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was kind of in a lucky position where I had both Vaporeon with Water Absorb and the Quad Resist Appleton against him
Yeah.
last season, so
So you had like a choice of how to deal
Yeah,
with it. But if somebody doesn't have
exactly.
that, like a conference cup match, like this thing's gonna just run over teams.
right.
Like,
that
it
was
just,
that
it
was
just
a
does
conference
that.
cup match too.
Especially
so
if
I was
you
okay.
build
You
your
got
team
lucky,
around
yeah.
it.
yeah.
If
yeah,
you build your
exactly.
team around it, it's going to be just
Horrendous.
terrifying.
That's strong jaw. That's sand rush. That's what's its third ability?
Wait, I thought he gets not sand
does
rush,
get
but
Sand
wouldn't he
Rush.
get the
No,
No,
it's
I
sand
think
rush.
Why?
It's not rain. It's sand. It doesn't make any sense at all. But
Hello,
Why?
AliCat1187 here. We are drafting for a Pokemon draft league.
it's
So
like, what is this?
drafting is very fun. Anyway, let's move to pick number 3. It is Dylan, and Dylan is taking with number 3 Tapu Koko, Porygon
Yeah.
GT.
A Tapu Koko.
Yeah.
So somebody's gonna get smacked with that electric move. Oh, he doesn't have it yet. Never mind. I lied.
Yep. I mean, you're still going to be hit with, regular electric terrain T-Bolt, so...
I mean, he gets
I remember
close
I
combat
had-
now.
He's such a weird fairy type. Does he even get play rough?
I think he does
Nope.
now.
No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
no, he doesn't?
Like that, I remember that being a big problem when I had him. Yeah, he's electric fairy, but like, I was pretty much pigeonholed him into the fast electric type, and he wasn't able to do the job that fairies do. But fast electric types still do everything.
Yeah. He gets
They can-
D-Gleam, too. Okay.
I mean,
not
I
strapped
ran
for fairy
Whirlwind
type
Blue
coverage
one
then.
game, so I can't say anything. But I wouldn't be running the D-Gleam. The mixed kit's fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like Coco a lot. I like fast electric types. I'm scared for him for the next season is when that's going to be the real problem.
I think that it matters a lot, like what you sort of build your team around. Like Coco doesn't, I don't think, stand on his own the way like Lando or Dracovish does. But,
I
like,
agree.
He
He's not, like, a
supports other
cornerstone.
mons like really, really good with like pivoting and
Absolutely.
And
And he
now-
can
Unless-
both switch and U-turn.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, we see a pivot core here, because that in itself is a decent core idea, is to just make a pivot core.
Yeah. Electric terrain stops sleep too.
Very
You
true.
know?
It does.
You don't
Who
want
knows?
to
Maybe his next pick is Mega Beedrill.
Oh.
And we can
Oh boy.
get into here, since you're on the call here, Drek, I think we can revel in your misery a little bit, as this has been just an entire round, a draft so far of Snipes, where
Yep.
you definitely wanted Coco. You have the 20th pick, and we will
Yep.
certainly get there.
Yep. I'll don't worry. I'll call out the Pokemon that got signed for me. Coco was one of them. Although Coco was like the third on the list of guys that got sniped from me. But
Oh
still,
yeah,
very,
very
painful.
early.
Well, next up we have Jim himself. Jim, if you want to introduce your pick, you are very much welcome to, and I will...
Oh, sure. So I picked Caesar or Scizor,
Oh, there he is.
whatever, the big
good.
red bug.
Oh, he's so good.
Punch,
Yeah.
You
punch.
sniped me, bro. You
Um,
sniped me hard.
I don't know if I want to give up all my secrets. All I can say is that he gets, he's bullet punch. So I was speculating with my good buddy Jack. He's you know Jack. He's in this league, and we're talking about like what Scizor can do versus Mega Scizor. He's 40 points cheaper. You can run him with an item.
Leftovers
scarf,
is so
lefties,
gross on him. Leftovers is so gross.
There's
If
also
you want booties, assault vest,
Life orb,
doesn't matter. Life orb.
band, whatever.
Oh god, AV Scizor is hilarious too. Just Scizor, oh so good. What a pick. Love it.
And now he gets dual wing beat, which is Brave Bird, with the technician boosted, except without
That's
the recoil,
necessary.
and forget your substitutes.
Oh,
So
but 90% accuracy.
that's true. That's true.
Well, I mean,
so I'll eventually lose in grands or whatever to a 90% accurate mood. We've never
Rip.
seen that before.
Rip.
There he is. There's Scizor, number 4 here.
That was a snipe. I wanted Scizor or Mega Scizor real bad.
Yeah.
Oh, they both got sniped from you.
We'll certainly...
Oh yeah.
certainly get there. Next at number 5, we have the reigning champion, the first 2-time champion in the Pokemon Fun League, Kyle. His team, number 5, pick number 5. Pikachus here, taking Hawlucha.
Oh man.
That was another snipe.
I don't like it. I don't like
Yeah.
it. This is he's taking Hawlucha again. Oh,
Did he have him?
Coco.
I believe he did have Hawlucha
Yeah.
previously.
Yeah, my first season
one
he had
season-
Coco Lucha.
yes, he
Okay.
did. His first 2 picks were Coco and Hawlucha. He put his dick on the table. He said, "Stop this," and nobody did. Nobody
No,
did.
Tristan's Trick Room beat him in semis.
did
I
eventually
thought
stop
that
him.
Kyle has always beaten Tristan because I know they played each other in the finals,
Kyle's sick.
and I'm fairly sure that I think Kyle's beaten Tristan every chance he's had.
No, there was because Tristan got himself a championship, unless I'm remembering those playoffs
Yes,
wrong.
Tristan beat Kyle the season he won the championship with Kofag Trick Room.
Tristan beat Kyle. I have it backwards.
That season. There's probably a previous season where Kyle beat Tristan.
Somebody got +6 in the finals.
Yeah, that was
and
Tristan.
I can't. It was Tristan.
+6
Okay.
in the finals.
In the
That's
finals,
Oh,
that was the season that we realized, okay, finals needs to be 2 out of 3.
That's demoralizing. That's crazy.
Yeah, he got mopped.
I'm just scared about what like the second mon that Kyle's gonna go for because it's all Lucha. You know, it's unburdened.
Oh,
And Joe knows. Joe
I know.
just made the noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
don't
actually
like
do
it.
know. Me
I
and
don't
Joe
like
were
it.
talking about strategies of this stuff, and he revealed
Yeah.
Kyle's second pick for me, and it's
Yeah.
oh, you guys are
I
gonna.
mean,
groan.
it's gonna
Oh,
be
I know it.
like
I'm not.
as long as it's not Coco. Dylan got Coco.
Yeah, you were on the phone actually, Jim. I mentioned it out loud as I was pricing the mons on my.
Oh, okay.
So everybody, unfortunately, you're the only one in the dark for that one.
I don't
but,
know. That's okay. I'll be surprised.
Okay, so that was number 5. Let's go right over to the number 6 pick. It's Jack, who had the best record last season. Unfortunately, lost to the 8 seed Kyle, but it is time for his redemption to start with Big Pinson, Mega Scizor.
God, so good.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly why we were talking
so
about
good.
Scizor and Mega Scizor.
He's so good.
Because he had told me, he's like, hey, I want Mega Scizor. And I was like, I sort of want Mega Scizor. and we didn't know how to like go about it. I'm like, all right, like I'm gonna draft regular, you're gonna draft Mega. It's gonna be all right.
It's weird because, like, in some cases the Mega is better than the regular, and in some cases the regular is better.
Yeah.
And like Scizor, it's weird because Mega Scizor has won me games. Just plain and simple as won
up.
me games.
Yeah.
And like Scizor, it's
two
weird
swords dances
because
off, or even one swords dance, and most things don't want that bullet punch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've found like looking at, I've only been around for 2 seasons, but looking at like how Scizor has been played, I don't even know if he got drafted last season, but every time I've seen Scizor on the field, it's just been like swords dance into like getting scalded or like will-o-wisped. Like
Yes.
it's never done like what I think Scizor can do. So I'm like excited that there's 2.
And I'm interested too because Scald changed this season. The way, well, not Scald, but Burns changed this season. The way they work. It's no longer half your attack. It now halves the move's power. So, like,
it has physical.
Totally forgot that.
It has any
physical move
attack.
power.
So like
Yeah. Flare
body
Blitz
press
becomes
gets
60.
affected.
I totally forgot about that.
What's foul play? Foul play gets affected by it.
No, it's so that foul play doesn't get affected
No,
by it.
foul play absolutely. Wait, they changed it so that it doesn't.
Okay, so
No.
it used to half your attack stat.
Uh-huh.
Now it halves the damage number. So Flare Blitz, my favorite move, its base power is 120.
Mm-hmm.
If you are burned, its base power is now 60. They changed the way burns work, I think specifically for foul play, because it no longer calcs off your attacks, or it no longer halves your attack stat.
Right.
Oh,
But
I
if you're burned and you use foul play is going to do half the amount of damage it would normally.
Yes. Yeah, because
Okay,
it
yeah.
changes the move's power.
No, because foul play is based off your base attack. So foul play, or your opponent's base attack. That's why it was so bad, or not bad, but different. So like you burn somebody with Willow with Sableye, and then you'd run foul play, and it would only do half the damage. Now it's not the case. Foul play should do the full amount of damage because your attack stat is unchanged. If you were to go to Showdown right now and run a thing, and you had 200 attack and got burned, you would still have that 200 attack, but all of your physical moves would have half their base power.
Yes, I was saying in the case of the foul play user, foul play would do half the damage.
Yeah.
Basically the same
No.
thing. Yeah. All right, no,
Yes.
we're not going to get hung up on this any longer. Let's go to number 7 here. Number 7 is Murphy, who is in the chat here, and he is going back to an old classic.
Oh.
I hate
It's
all
Mega
of this.
Gallade.
You are the most
Mega
uncreative.
Gallade.
I wonder
Oh
who his
my
second
God.
pick is, Mike.
I know who his second pick is. It's almost like Murphy hasn't changed his goddamn rotation of picks in seasons unless he gets sniped.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
getting Caesar sniped.
So we can talk about Mega Gallade, but I'd love to talk about the Arctic Mankeys because that logo is so
Yeah.
good.
You know, one thing I got to give Murphy every season is his team names are great to the point where they're like ingrained in my brain. Like Primarina, Count Me In was so good.
Wonderful. I love that song.
It's all that.
Oh my God.
Got to give Murphy the team names. At least he's kind of creative there. But the
Yeah.
drafting of his mons uncreative.
If we were to
Gallade?
ask Manny about like how he feels about Mega Gallade, I wonder if even with Gen 8 and all the developments that have happened, I wonder if Manny still puts this guy in his top 5 as far as like overall draft value.
Wasn't it Joe who first brought us Mega Gallade and how gross it was?
I was the first man to draft Mega Gallade in Season 5, I believe. Somebody might have drafted it before then, I do not remember. They did not do terribly well with it. He was the very last pick of the draft for me. He was Mr. Irrelevant, because that was a season, like I said, that I drafted Coco first. So, Mega Gallade has all the tools. He was 160 up until last or 2 seasons ago when we realized everyone is kicking so much ass with this guy. He's got to be 200.
He was 200. I joined 3 seasons
Yeah, he's
ago.
been 200 for a while now.
Yeah, so that's the reason he's the icon. I'm a big man as to why. I thought about it recently. I was like, oh man, should we have had Upside Down Haxorus as the icon? No, fuck it. Mega Gallade. Mega Gallade.
Upside Down Haxorus.
No, fuck it. I'm the cause of both of them, Mike!
No, nobody.
Did you was it you who put Haxorus upside down on the
Yeah,
board?
that's what I'm saying! I get to make the decision of what's more important, and in my mind is Mega Gallade.
I thought it was Manus.
Icon buff. That's true.
Get your
We
history
gotta
right,
be
Mike.
the icon. We got more power.
Yeah, so we can draft Manus's basement again, so that we can have this as authentic as possible.
I'm just gonna say.
We just gave
Mega
Murphy plot
Gallade gets
armor.
triple axle.
Oh, does it
What?
really?
Yeah, he
What?
gets triple axle.
Unbelievable.
Why?
Do you really need to run that over Ice Punch, though?
I mean, it does a third more damage.
If it
Is it?
hits.
Yes.
Is it a 100 base move if all 3 hits hit?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
That's,
It
I feel-
hurts.
That's
I
playing
don't
with fire.
understand why Game Freak just has done this. They're like, just
I
give
think they
everyone
got
everything.
really bored this this
Yeah.
round, and they're just like, let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
Absolutely every mon gets close combat.
Yeah.
You know what every mon really gets? Endure. When I was
That-
looking over
yep,
the
it
changelog,
does,
they just
it
gave
does.
everybody got Endure.
So, all right, that's number 7. Let's go to number 8 here, which is James. His, I want to say contrived, but it's a good team name nonetheless. Echoed Voice and the Bunny Man with Cinderace, the Bunny Man.
Oh man.
Oh boy, James with Cinderace. Oof.
Cinderace is a mon that changed hands a few times in terms of, because James is sometimes a little slow with getting me picks, and I will jump ahead. And Dan was like, yeah, I want Cinderace. And then James comes in and he's like, I got the Bunny Man team. I want Cinderace. And I'm like, fuck! God damn it!
Oh no, is he gonna do it again where he just drafts like the mustache team? Now he's gonna draft all the rabbits. So like he's taking Megalopony. Oh boy.
I don't know. We'll
James.
see. We'll see what happens when we take a look at his round 2 pick, I guess. As I'm speaking out of the side of my mouth.
You sound very suspicious
Cinderace
there.
and Mega Lopunny. You know what's funny is that in the other league that I've done, that's what Dylan did. Dylan had all rabbits and all turtles, and his team was like the tortoise and the hare. He had like Paracosta, like Torterra, like Mega Blastoise. It was unbelievable.
I love it.
So
Fantastic.
I mean, James beat our ass with a team of Pokemon with mustaches. So if anybody's gonna make a rabbit team in this league, it's him.
No,
He's
he, won,
gonna
he,
draft AV Gradient again.
Greedent. Oh god.
he won a championship with that mustache team. Thank you.
I literally said
That's kinda
he
awesome.
beat our asses with a team of Pokemon that had Kricketune was on that team.
Cricket.
James-
Wait,
James-
Cricket gets sticky web. Wait a minute, doesn't he?
I don't know about back then. I don't know if he ever used it, if so.
Awesome.
This was a long time ago. All right, let's
I have nightmares about that dog.
take a look at number 9 here, another former champion in his own right. It is Tristan. And Tristan's first pick with Reggie Gigantagus, I think that's right, is Thunder Eye.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were saying he was taking Reggie Kickass first.
Yeah,
and I
that's
was
what I heard.
No, the name of his team is Reggie Gigantagus. right?
So I'm bad at the genies because I hate this gen. Is this the genie that gets Volt Absorb?
Not this
No,
one.
oh no,
No,
it's
it gets Prankster.
Thundo T gets Volt Absorb.
Yes.
So this is the prankster genie? Okay.
Yes.
This is the one. Do you remember, Mike? I believe it was in Monotype Madness. I had to give you this distinction where I made the mistake. I was like, "Oh yeah, this guy gets Volt Absorb." Wait a minute, no, he doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not fun. Tristan and Kyle as brothers scare me with their draft picks. That's all I'm saying.
They're a bit of a nightmare duo, and they've both won championships. And I think that's a family lineage right there. They're the Hart family of the Pokemon Fun League.
He gets Defiant. He gets Nasty Plot.
Thundo Eye.
Prankster.
Yeah, they all sure do.
You can Prankster Tailwind. You could save a game
yeah.
with Prankster Tailwind, like straight up.
Prankster Bulk Up's
Like
always a
that-
fun set with him too.
Prankster
Prankster,
Bulk Up.
fucking bulk up.
Prankster's Z-Taunt.
Z. What is Z?
Z-Taunt raises your attack by 1,
That's
in
crazy.
addition to taunting them.
That's necessary.
Number 10, as we go over here, is Dan. And he has, with everybody was Kung Fu fighting, it's Dragapult.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Everybody was Kung Fu
Yeah, right.
fighting. Yes.
I was waiting for Dragapult to show up.
So Dragapult did not do a ton last season with Thomas, but I think that it was he switched it in a lot. I think was the problem, which Dragapult should not be doing.
I mean, Thomas has gone downhill since, I don't know. I hope he starts
That
paying
same tired old
attention
talking
again.
point,
Really.
huh, Mike? You want to talk about unoriginal? Jesus.
I just want to talk about it. I hope he comes back, dude. He's got to pay attention. It's just simple not paying attention. You don't switch Dragapult into anything because it's probably going to die.
But Dragapult's another fun... Boy, this was another fun one. So Dan originally wanted Raikou when we all thought he got Scald. And then... This was after getting Cinderace sniped, by the way. So... and then we realized, oh, wait a minute, Raikou does not have Scald yet. So... Boy got moved down back at 160. I'm like, hey, you could still take Raikou at 160 if you want. And he said no. I want Dragapult. Wow. Which, further down the line... This was after round 1 was all completed, by the way. Further down the line, the new... guy in the block, Pokefan, was like, I want Dragapult. And then I had to explain to him, well, you can't have Dragapult because Dan took him.
Sorry.
So,
it happened.
Deal with it.
Yeah. Drag's like, yeah.
yeah. So,
in a league where knockoff and pursuit exist, I think that Dragapult's value is a little bit diminished, but I still think he's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's the best, but...
I think it's like maybe the difference between a ban and being at 200 because he gets an insane amount of coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
but
can run him
like,
either way, too.
Yeah.
it's kind of hard with this league because we have the advantage of knowing what we're going to be up against.
That too.
Makes a lot of things a lot less scary.
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Again, like that Dracovish thing.
Like that Dracovish that I'm already changing my draft order to
There you go. You are able
figure
to
out how to
prep
get
and-
around it.
Well, hey,
Exactly.
you'll know if you're in that
Surely
division.
you're not in Lebo's division twice.
I hope, we'll see. I'm scared of Lebo. Lebo, you're in the chat. I'm scared of you.
I'm scared of this whole league now. We kind of got rid of all of the people that were. Oh god, this league has become from screwing around to serious business.
That's why we need the $5 entry.
There are.
I'm so mad.
I'm down.
I forgot about
I'm
that.
down
I'm
for
gonna
it.
be honest. Like Mike.
Yeah.
Mike messaged me like 2 weeks ago. Like, what about that $5 entry thing? I'm like, oh, fuck.
I'd pitch for like a prize or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever.
We get a prize.
Whatever
Joe's able to stop paying out of pocket for everything.
I'm not paying
Yeah,
out of
don't
pocket
pay out
for
of pocket.
everything.
You do so much.
I was gonna say, you give some money to Rob for the icons and all the other stuff. Make the work worth it. So
The work.
the work.
And $5 isn't breaking anyone's wallet either.
That too. Anyway, number 11 here is Bick, the man who finished with the second best record last season and also lost in the first round, unfortunately, because was that against you, Drac? Did you?
That was Mike.
Oh, wow. Okay,
What'd I
that's
do?
right. You mollywopped
What'd I do?
Bick.
I get
In the-
I give Manny the slapping.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I was able to just walk around with Raikou and just do whatever I wanted. Raikou and Miltank.
Well, Bix's pick is a Raikou. We'll do pretty well with Raikou. It's Mega Venusaur.
Oh god, I love Mega Venusaur. Every season I ask you, did he get drafted yet? And every season you go, yep.
It was pretty close this time. There were only 2 before you, but JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Cantonian Crusaders, the first of 3 JoJo-themed names.
He was first.
He was first, that's true. Gets to say that he was first. So, Mega Venusaur. Mega Venusaur is
Good on every single team.
guaranteed gold,
Every-
yeah, I'd say.
Single team. You don't have to plan what to put around Mega Venusaur. You can just put Mega Venusaur somewhere.
Yep. Because he has exactly 2 weaknesses, right?
It's psychic and
What is
flying,
it?
essentially,
Psychic
yeah.
and flying, yeah.
Unless
And
you
flying
bring
is
a
such an
mold breaker on.
uncommon type too. Like I get it, flying mons are there, but like it's a weird offensive type. I feel.
It's easy to see when it's coming, I think, is the other thing. Like, if we talk about Supersonic Sky Strike with Lando, of course that's going to kill Venusaur, so that's why you bring I don't know, Regirock in or something.
You know what? I want those calcs because Venusaur's scary enough where he might live.
No.
Unswords danced, he might eat that.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
That's like
They're pretty close.
That's what 145 attack on
145 attack with a Z fly.
yeah.
It's
And stab.
I don't know. That's close.
That's a lot.
Z fly is 175 base power. I think he'll die, but it'll be close. It'll be like 104% or something.
All right, so OU defensive Mega Venusaur dies to a Supersonic Sky Strike. It does 112 to 133%
Okay,
from
112.
Orlando. So it's not living, but Mega Venusaur is still ridiculous. You can build a team around it. It'll do everything you've ever wanted.
I
One of the
mean,
best
even if
Megas
it has to
I've
take
seen.
that Z fly from Lando, so that's something else doesn't. It's done its job.
Absolutely.
Hey, here's my reminder that Regice was able to take a Gigavolt Havoc from Thundo T in electric terrain, and it was a critical hit, and it lived.
Regis is so sick. Base 200.
Chansey,
I think it's
Chansey
unbelievable.
takes fucking Z Ice from Kyrian Black. Happily lives.
Jesus.
These mons are so fat.
All right.
Mega
let's-
Sableye doesn't live that for comparison.
And you know what? Something that we haven't talked about either is the new Mega rule. Is that you
Oh,
can
boy.
That's true.
You know,
I've been
you
fighting
can
for
mega
this.
later.
I've been fighting for this since we drafted Manus's basement. Okay.
So, Mega Venusaur, you could run it if you really wanted to. You could run it chlorophyll up until you no longer want it to be an offensive mon and you want to flip the switch and
Up until
make it
it's
a
time to
wall.
get fat, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It adds another
I've-
layer to
Yep.
it.
Totally adds value to it. So
That's kind
I
of
see
what I
it.
was saying with Mega Garchomp as well. Like,
yeah,
being
Oh,
faster
yeah.
than all the other dragons and forcing them to scarf somebody faster than you, and then
Actually, I don't like Mega Chomp. I'd rather regular Chomp all day.
Well, you leave him as normal Chomp until it's time
Yeah.
to turn him Mega.
yeah,
yeah, but then you can't like do the fun. I don't know.
Oh no, that's
That's
the
one of
other
those
thing. Is
weird plays.
you can't put items. I still would prefer normal Garchomp as well, but I see the value in potentially having Mega Garchomp just be a fucking nuke.
it makes 200s like them all the more better. Venusaur, Chomp, I think that you get rid of the checks or the counters to them, and then they wreck shop. And I think that in Bix's hands, who I think is a pretty good battler, like Mega Venusaur is going to do a lot. I think it's really good for.
Oh yeah.
I want to see his
Me-
next pick.
You know what I'm ready for? People to almost kill it, and then him to just get it right back to full health. I'm ready for that to happen.
Oh, he's gonna run a Sun team, and then he's gonna hit Synthesis on
Yep.
Mega Venusaur and never
Yes.
die.
And never die.
Number 12 is Rob, the man coming back. He's like he took a season to sit under the waterfall and prepare. And with his pick at number 11, the second JoJo-themed name of Diancie is not Crash, he is going with Galarian Corsola.
Oh my god.
This
He's
man.
so sad.
I mean, Rob's another one where I just hope he pays attention this season because he's very, very much he doesn't pay attention.
He told me he was, when I said, hey, you got to take a season off because you got destroyed last time you were in here. You need to brush up on your shit. He promised me. It's a promise, Rob.
Yeah.
I will say, in Rob's credit, his second pick sniped me as well, and I passed along some
Oh, the
some
spicy
some
information.
information to him. I passed some forbidden tech.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, forbidden tech.
We will get
We
to
talk
talking
about
about that.
Rob's performance last season, but don't forget that he stopped Dylan from getting into the playoffs. He
That's
went
true.
he didn't get a single win until Dylan needed to beat him to get into playoffs, and Rob won. So I don't sleep on
In the
Rob.
Robbest of Rob fashion.
I sort of
Oh,
agree.
you can't sleep on Rob because then you get swept by something ridiculous.
Yeah, then he brings in regular ass Diancie, gets two
Diamond
defense
storms
boosts.
off and you lose.
Diamond Storm, yeah.
I feel like I agree with Poco Fan somewhat, where G Corsola, I'm not the biggest fan of. It has like the trapping utility and things like that, and strength sap, which make it just the most gigantic idiot asshole that I hate ever. But when you have the time to prepare for it, I feel like it's a bit. I don't know, 160. It's tough. I feel like 160 might be a little too much for it, but I think Rob will still do well with it.
That's what I was going to ask. Is it still a 160?
It
I
is,
guess,
yes.
Okay.
My thing is an Evolite holder that's weak to knockoff is always scary.
Yeah,
Because like you
it's
see
scary.
Evolite and you want to knock it off, and then you're weak to that
Then
too.
you
That's
draft one of the justified dogs and a fairy type, and
oh,
you laugh.
Rob's fairy is scary. That rhymed.
Scary Fairy.
But
Rob
scary fairy.
We will get to Scary Gary
Fairy.
eventually, by the way.
I haven't seen Scary Gary yet.
So
What's number 13?
number 13
Scary
is,
Gary.
is Mike here, and Mike, if you don't mind introducing your pick.
Ooh, I took something that I never thought I'd take when you guys moved it up, but he got. Oh no, he didn't. Zapdos didn't. I took Zapdos, by the way, and I'm an idiot because I thought Zapdos got Air Slash. He doesn't get it yet. That's upsetting. He's getting Air Slash in the next update. Still
Well,
a great Pokemon,
Still a great mon.
but doesn't have
Yeah.
Air Slash yet.
He didn't get Air Slash? I thought he had Air Slash.
It's probably
I
when
mean-
we get G Zapdos, probably.
No, I think it's the same thing with Raikou getting Scald. I think we just have to wait for it. Oh, or is Zapdos in the game now?
Zapdos is in the
No.
next DLC, I think.
Yeah, next.
So then,
DLC.
yeah, it's probably the thing with Raikou where Zapdos will get Air Slash when Raikou gets Scald.
It's fighting
Yeah,
fly.
which won't be till season 12.
Yeah. So,
For
but
us.
still,
Yes, I
Zapdos still
agree.
very good.
Oh yeah, absolutely, still
Oh,
worth it.
yeah.
And
Oh yeah,
air cutter crits, hilarious.
I mean, I love RNG and hate RNG all at the same time, so we'll see what happens there.
It
But
does everything a Mon wants to do. You know, it can pivot, it can be a wall, it can be a special attacker, it can, like, in draft format, I think that Zapdos is just super versatile, and you can run it however you want.
Yeah, I ran offensive Zapdos against Mike in my Mega Gyarados season.
Yeah.
I know, and let me tell you that up until now, and I don't think it's been beaten, that those were the first 3 scariest mons I've ever seen. Drafting Mega Gyarados, Zapdos, and Nidoking was horrifying to look at.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a terrifying core. And you can run booties, too. And it doesn't even need to worry about Stealth
Yeah.
Rocks. Give you your
Absolute-
Defogger.
Oh, even better. That was the season without boots.
Yeah. And it was still put in
Every
crazy
time
amount.
I've run up against Zapdos, I've just been like, God, this thing is so annoying.
Well, now you get to be that guy, Mike.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you drafting Mega Gyarados next?
Negative. That's gonna be a no from me, dog.
Zapdos and Miltank make a pretty good core, so...
We know how much you
Oh,
like
I love
Miltank,
Miltank.
Mike.
Oh, I love Miltank. What a fat little bitch.
The fighting resist? I don't know.
Milk Drink is still the creepiest move in the game.
Oh, it's
So
just it's
bizarre.
it's just got some Lon milk, dude. What's the problem?
It just brought it to the fight.
Yeah.
Do you think it just like it looks the other Pokemon in the eye and then just bends over and takes the
God.
straight out of the other?
Yeah, I got...
I didn't want to go there, Mike. All right, fine. We're
If
there.
that's the case, it would paralyze them on then. I don't know.
Hey, it does get body
He's
slammed.
scarred.
So,
That's true.
by the way, Illumizatu here. Very good name, Mike.
I love it.
I like it.
Great, amazing.
Number 14 here, moving from one great name to another. Manny floored me with this one. Mobile Suit Gundam Wingull. Taking Grimmsnarl.
Oh boy.
Oh man, and it's with Grimmsnarl. I don't know. I'm interested to see where he's going with this. Are we gonna see some scary shit?
I would assume.
Manny's one of my favorite, like, people to watch play because he always breaks out some like obscure set. Like his team building just to me is just so interesting. Like he ran Whirlpool Toros. Like
Yeah.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
know, because Amon like Grimmsnarl, you can sort of do that with too. Not but
To Mitch's defense, he won this game, but I will never forget when Mitch had Chansey and Manas beat it by mean-looking it with Gengar.
yeah.
Hey, when Manny had
And-
Chansey in my Mega Gyarados season, I beat it with Rap Leech Seed Taunt Comfey.
Manny is one of my favorite people to watch draft, not exactly battle, and it's just because most of the time I have no idea what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
I
time
mean-
I just message Joe, I'm like, what was that?
He's
I
a
don't
man
think
with a plan.
I don't think I'm ever gonna forget that 77 turn game with him, but you know.
And Mitch, I said you won that game. I said to your credit, you won that game.
But that was the legendary game where there were like 6 people in Mario's basement, and as soon as Mitch realized that Chansey could not leave, he looked like a child who had just been told that Santa Claus wasn't
it's
real.
Hilarious. I could see the tear in his eye, just a single tear dropping down his face.
So
Oh boy.
yeah, that's what
Grimmsnarl.
Manny's starting out with that. I don't know. We'll see how that one goes. Number 15 here is Hunter, who is taking a man who is forbidden in the land of OU, and that would be Zygarde 50.
Oh,
And he's got a mystery
that's
name.
scary.
He did not want me to reveal his team name until it was time, so I am respecting that.
Till it was time. Is time when
Wait.
the icon drops, or time when the
Yeah,
mon
when
that
is
wants to
time
pick
here?
drops?
It may be because it is based on a mon that he wants to draft.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, I was gonna say because my team name had something to do with my strategy as well.
Yeah, but that's like half the point.
Sometimes sometimes you gotta eat that, but this wouldn't
Just-
have been.
just
Let's just
take
say,
the L,
let's just
Hunter.
say this wouldn't have been a round 1 pick. So
Oh, I see.
Do you know that one season I want to name my team Team Rocket and then just steal everybody's mascot?
there you go.
So I'd take Wingull in this scenario because Manus is the Wingull team.
I like that. I like that idea.
Zygarde
But I have to
50.
win first.
Zygarde 50 is a big guy who I definitely like. I had him a season where I paired him with Bulu because Thousand Arrows does not lose its power in grassy terrain, unlike EQ and Earth Power.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I love Zygarde 50 because he's a mon that you can put out there and go, please send something into this Thousand Arrows.
And he's
Do it.
also very tanky.
A lot
yeah.
of defense is
So,
his
like,
highest stat.
121
Except for Ice Beam.
Wow.
Until Ice comes out, and then he just falls over to Icy Wind.
I mean,
You-
you
you
could say that for
dance-
most dragons, though.
That's true. The dragons are scary enough where they need to have a weakness like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's good to balance it out because ice otherwise would be a kind of irrelevant type.
I could agree.
Again, another very versatile mod. You got Stealth Rocks, you got Glare, you can D-Dance, you can sub, you can.
He gets Glare.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it does. Definitely
Coil
gets
Glare is a fun
Coil.
thing to do with Zygarde.
Zygarde 50 is not an OU, but it's a very good 200.
That's the thing. It
I don't.
It had a very well, no, because Mags isn't banned from OU yet, but it might be by the time we start the season because I know it's being suspect tested right now. But
God, I
Zygarde
hope so. I hate that thing so much.
Zygarde 50 though was decided. This guy's just too good. We got to get him out of here. We're still leaving him in. I think Hunter has the potential to definitely blow some boys up, and then maybe finally
Yeah.
we'll pull the trigger and get rid of the old Snake Boy. Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. I
Alright.
think a lot of the dragons are going to be on the chopping block because of D-Dance being given to freaking everything.
Except for Garchomp.
Yeah, but
Well, thank
Oh, it's
goodness.
coming,
First
don't
of
worry.
all, number 16 is the new kid on the block. I was gonna say Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, but that's new edition. So, Pokefan
Stealth Rocks?
at number 16 with
Thank you,
the
Murphy.
Detroit Oblivion Wings is taking Mega Mile.
oh, I don't like it.
Bring a psychic terrain mon, everybody.
I don't like it.
God.
Now, again, this man originally had Dragapult, and I think that this is almost an upgrade to Mega Mile.
For sure.
Oh,
The one thing about Mega Mawile though is it's slow as hell.
Yeah.
So like,
so that's why you get good support mons, so you can like switch it in. You get the intimidate with
Normal
you get the
Mawile.
intimidate with it with regular Mawile, right? And then you
Yeah.
mega and you Swords Dance or sub or something, and then you slam everything on the face of the planet with your huge power sucker punch.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Definitely another mon that benefits from the new rule change. You know, just being able to constantly
Intimidate multiple times, yeah, if you
something.
want.
Yeah,
Yep.
intimidating multiple times and like switching in,
oh
choosing.
god, the
is, like,
Willow change
really good.
too. Oh, that Willow change, because Willow will no longer get rid of so much. Oh, that's scary now. I don't like that.
But I
Half
mean, if you willow it, it still will effectively do half damage.
We're not gonna have the Willow conversation again.
Okay.
God
Okay.
damn it. We spent so much time on Willow the first time.
It's important.
Still scary.
That's fair.
It is scary. I'm not sure if I don't know. I don't know if I equate Mega Mawile at the same value as like other 200s because I think it's easier to prep for than other things.
That is true. I mean,
Sure.
with
It's
only
so slow and you know.
kind of like Mags, you have two whole weaknesses, but they are pretty common weaknesses in fire and ground. So it's a bit easier to try and get around than.
He might be very division based, is what it is.
Totally.
That's true.
We'll see how his division plans for having Mega Mawile. Because if they plan right, then it can just be shut down. But if they don't, then they're going to get shut down.
Yeah, they're gonna get destroyed.
Next, we got our third and final JoJo's Bizarre Adventure based name. It is Mario, and he is taken the entire reason he came back. Go-Go's
the
Bizarre
point.
Adventure is taking Volcanion.
To Joe's point, I was going to take Volcanion first, and Mario told me he would not play.
I hate that.
He would
Oh.
not
so
be in
funny.
this season if he did not get Volcanion.
Mario does love Volcanion.
That's so funny.
Watch out for like the Hitmonlee draft and what are the Mario
This
staples?
spawn is trash. I don't care. Actually, you know what? With booties, it's not that bad. But
Volcanion's amazing, first of all.
I
How
love
dare
Vol-
you?
I love
it
Volcanion.
gets icy wind. Like there's no ice.
It gets water
You get
absorbed.
you get Sludge Bomb or whatever, one of those. You get Sludge
you
Wave,
get
I think.
That's a
Sludge
Draco
Wave,
discount,
Earth
You
Power.
Get
You
Flash
just start
Cannon.
slamming steam eruptions.
That too. Why not?
Guess so. I
Even
don't know.
resisted, a lot of mons don't want that.
I don't know. Electric ground weaknesses. It's relatively slow. I think it's really cool. It's a very
Assault vest.
It's a
He's a
bruiser type of
great
mon.
assault vest
I think-
holder. He's
I-
a great scarf.
I think
I
the
love
the two big sets for Volcanion are Scarf and AV. And
Yeah.
then he's well, once you figure out which one, then that's how you figure out how to get around it. I think that's the big
That's
thing.
true too. That's very true. Volcanion's a great mon, and I do think you guys made a mistake by moving it down, but we'll see what happens there.
I think it makes sense to have moved it down. I don't know if it's ever gotten drafted in the last couple seasons. But you know, at a 160, I think I can see its value. You know, at a 200, I would absolutely pick, you know, everything else in the 200s above it. But at 160, I think it's much more fair. So I think it's pretty
The
good.
move down alone is why I wanted it. When I learned that it was moved down, I was like, that's my first round pick.
Yeah.
I want it.
And PokerFan does make a salient point of the fact that it does not deal with bulky waters very well. That is the one thing that it cannot really.
Doesn't it get T-Bolt?
It gets Solar Beam.
So do you really want?
But you need a sun.
Yeah, do you really
like,
want it? I mean,
You could see solar beam. You could see it.
I
That's
had
true.
Yeah.
I had Volcanion twice in both my double weather team where I was like, yo, Volcanion's water and fire. Let me draft a guy who could set rain and a guy who could draft sun. It's so fucking easy. And that Pokemon was Prankster Liepard.
Oh man, Prankster Live. It's such a great like little value. You know, you can get any weather except for Sandstorm.
and then
it's okay.
die immediately.
Yeah.
And then die. No, you focus Ash, so you die the second turn, Joe.
Ah, yes, of course. And then I lose a turn of my weather? I don't think so.
That's true. Bay's true.
There were plenty of times that season where I was just like, I will let Liepard die so I can get more turns of something else. And that's probably why I went 3 and 5 that season.
Liepard's a great mon. Any mon with Prankster is good, but just
Yeah.
Liepard with it is fantastic. Just those T-waves alone are crippling.
Absolutely.
Joe, I just can't believe you drafted Volcanion twice.
Well, to be fair, I didn't draft him the second time. It was part of a big old team rebranding in season 7.
Oh, I see.
I needed.
Oh, fire, and nice. Oh, I see.
Yes.
Just look how angry that Volcanion is, though.
He's angry. That
He's mad he got moved down. He's like, I'm gonna
he's
show
mad
you
he's
all.
160. That's true.
Yeah.
I hope he gets used. I hope he impresses me.
Next,
We'll see
up,
if Mario also pays attention this season.
yeah, we got Thomas, who is going with the Phantom Thieves. Unfortunately, we don't have an icon yet. It's the one I was looking forward to the most, even though I have not played Persona 5. He is going with Rillaboom.
Thank you, Thomas.
Good. Good.
Boy,
awesome.
I wanted Rillaboom too at one point.
Yeah,
Not
I
first.
wanted
But...
lot of people wanted Rillaboom.
Now, I wanted Rillaboom first,
I believe
actually.
it.
No, I didn't.
Rillaboom was my top
want
pick
it
if I
first.
didn't get like any of the other mons in my line. It was gonna be Rillaboom, but you know.
I'm sort of mad I used him before he was busted. Like I didn't like have the foresight to know that they would break this mon with Grassy Glide. Like I got Grassy Terrain, of course, but I just didn't want to draft
every other move on that list. Every other move. Whoever posted that list in the Discord, I ignored every move. I saw that move and I went, "Why? Why did he get this?"
Yeah, base 70 in Grassy Terrain.
He doesn't. His attack stat is bonkers. He doesn't need it.
He's so good.
The crazy thing is that you can't even counter it by switching in somebody else with terrain because you'll just get hit by regular ass Grassy Glide.
If you're choice banded, it still does
fails.
work.
No, I think
No. It's only priority if it's in terrain.
Correct.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's just
I
a
read
base
that
70
wrong.
move.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
otherwise
read
it's just
that
base
wrong.
70.
I thought it just failed. So it's still good.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Yeah.
I like Murphy putting a little insight on this one. He got threatened with violence if he sniped Thomas here. That's what you should have done, Drac.
Well,
Everybody who was going to take your shit just threatened to beat them
Rillaboom
up.
isn't on Murphy's list.
No.
I don't get why he sniped Thomas.
I draft with honor.
Oh boy! All right.
After playing with Rillaboom, it gets bulk up, leech seed, drain punch. Like it can do so many things, and giving it priority, like I don't understand.
Why?
Game Freak. I don't
Second
get
best
it,
defensive type in the game.
for sure.
We have here at number 19. It is Dave with I Pity the Urshifu
Love it.
with Greninja.
Oh.
Okay.
Can we talk about how both that household drafted the Libero / Protean core?
I like that.
I
That's
pity
nice.
the Urshifu. I love it. I love that name. I love that icon.
I like how we got both Cubfu and Urshifu names.
Yes.
It's fantastic. No Z happy hour,
Unfortunately.
Fortunately, I don't think I'd want to go up against that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, Omnibus not being a thing in the league is fine by me.
It's for the best, honestly. I was so ready for your team, for your rain team.
Did we
Mike, and
ban clanging skills?
Sorry?
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we just talked about Omnibus. Did we ban that move on Como, or did we just ban Como?
No,
No, Kamu is 200.
Kamo's 200.
So you can still do the Omniboost?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's the Z move Omni Boost. It's the trade off is what 33% health you have to do to
That you're
use
going to
it.
get
Yes.
back when you Drain Punch? We'll talk about this, not now.
Yeah, unless, I mean, a fairy tank kind of shuts down combo, though.
So is
That's
that what we were
Poison
saying
Jab
before
and
I
Iron
barely
Head.
rudely,
I don't know.
Yeah.
before I barely
okay,
rudely
true.
interrupted you? Yeah, he should be banned.
No, I was just saying Z Happy Hour Greninja. I was so prepared to fight your rain team in monotype, and then Joe's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be fighting you," and it's like, and Joe was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be using Mike's team though." And then 20 minutes before, he's like, "I actually made my own team because I had enough time." And then it's like, "Oh god damn it, Joe's gonna pull out some dumb shit." I was so prepared for Mike's team.
I didn't make a rain team. That team
Oh.
against you, I was mad Joe didn't lose because every single one of my Pokemon had stab super effective moves.
I'm surprised Greninja is still a 160 because I think it actually offers like especially in draft, just an insane amount of value. Like Greninja's a great pick and a value pick at the same time.
Why is he 160 but Libero Boy is 200?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Manny has had a smear campaign against Greninja since we brought it into the league. He thinks it sucks. He thinks that it's not good. He wanted to move it to 120 this season.
Oh,
Come
no.
on.
He did.
Come on, Manny.
Wow.
Come
All
on.
right, we need to
It
turn
gets
this
hazards.
PFL into a democracy. Okay.
Yeah. I want to vote on
It
every
didn't move
month.
down. I stepped in. I was like, Manny, what the fuck is wrong with you?
A 120? You think Greninja's just as good as like Cresselia?
But wasn't it him who wanted the monkey at 200?
Who, what?
Rillaboom?
Rillaboom
Not the
200?
monkey, the bunny. I'm sorry, the bunny. Didn't he want the bunny at 200?
I thought it was just it worked that to move it to 200 because of Libero, but
I thought that was his call, and then I was like,
Wow.
that makes no sense. They're the same
look.
Pokemon, essentially.
Yeah.
inconsistencies. That's whatever.
Greninja hits like less hard, but it also gets like hazards and like a whole bunch of different things it can do.
A lot of
Hey, the bunny gets court change.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well,
Well,
Bunny's
who-
broken.
a lot of goofy stuff.
Yes, it is.
Well, Drac, you are bringing up the rear of
I sure
round
am.
1 here. If you
Number
want to
20.
reveal your pick,
Yeah.
three snipes.
Can I get a drum roll?
uh,
My pick was NGDM.
whoa,
Boo! Oh man.
all-terrain Venusaur here.
I absolutely love the name.
Thank
Drax saw the description for expanding force and was like, okay, indeedy.
you. Yep, pretty much. And on top of psychic terrain just being like awesome.
You're really good. Yeah. Honestly, I'm
The
surprised
terrain
that
in general.
Kyle's the one with Hawlucha, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
Mhm.
surprised. Honestly, you probably sniped Kyle.
I think so, yeah.
You probably took Indeedee.
Especially since Joe leaked his round 2 pick to me.
Oh, okay. But
Not-
I mean, this is a great pick in my eyes. Mystical Fire, expanding force, like you can scarf it, you can whatever.
Yep. You gets both screens.
Yep.
It's just a great mon.
So as we look back on the completed round 1 here, what does everybody think? Anything that's a big surprise? Anything that's a glaring omission? Anything you're, I guess, surprise still on the board, glaring omission, almost the same thing.
The only defensive mon is Mega Corsola. Or Mega Corsola, excuse me. Corsola. Just regular Galarian Corsola.
That counts Zapdos and Rillaboom as defensive Pokemon.
And Mega
Yes,
Venusaur.
but I think that like you can't run Galarian Corsola like offensive.
No,
Like you
not really.
you just
No.
like
I
Zapdos
could
and
agree with
Rillaboom
that.
you can sort of do whatever you want with.
That's true,
I think
yeah.
that's the only sort of like stand out to me is like, oh, like okay.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, because like you were saying about expanding force, indeed he can have that shit blow up.
Yep.
And...
Wait, Mega Venusaur is pretty much only a tank too. I mean, it hurts and you don't want hits from it, but
It's got like doesn't it have
decent.
like 120 special?
It's like
or
120,
something?
yeah.
it has a lot of special. But I never look at Venusaur and go, "You're gonna be my sweeper this week."
Yeah.
Well, no,
it's
but I
not a
mean, it's just
sweeper
going to do a lot of
necessarily.
damage to everything, and then you spec
Yes.
everything into defenses, and
And
its
you just
natural high
giggle.
Special attack carries it.
Yeah, you just giggle, try and kill me.
Things that I'm surprised are still on the board. Excadrill, actually, because Excadrill is
Excadrill.
just so good.
Yeah.
Excadrill
Then
is just so
T-Tar's
good.
not up here either.
No.
Nope, neither of those boys.
Or Mega T-Tar. No Sandsetters.
No,
No,
no setters at all, right?
No weather yet.
Yeah, well,
No
no
weather
for
yet.
Terrain's the hotness.
I feel like
Yeah,
weather,
maybe after the season of weather, we're gonna go to the season of terrain.
weather is a tough sell in round 1, I think, because the
Yeah.
setters are. I think we might see a little bit more of that in round 2.
Murphy
maybe.
just made a good point. No Garchomp either.
Oh yeah, true.
Chomp hasn't been taken early or at all in a couple of seasons. I note it at the end all the time because I love him.
You did take him first twice.
3 times.
Oh, true. You're right. Well, not well, your first pick. I
I
meant
took
first.
him.
First
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
entire draft twice.
Now I see what you're saying. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna power through round 2 here, as we'll just start with. It starts with Bick in order to compound his Mega Venusaur. I'm already a little scared.
Don't show me.
It's Celesteela.
Oh god,
No.
Big, are you serious?
No. He's just gonna leech seed everything.
So much seeds. Everybody's getting leech seed.
For sure. Oh my goodness. Celesteela.
Celesteela was one of the mons we moved down to 160, so I have a feeling we're going to regret that.
You moved it down. Oh no.
Manus has been moving all of the beast boosters down, and I don't get it.
I'm
160.
pretty sure I put in Joe's ear that moving Celesteal down was a mistake, and he was like, "Oh, nobody's using it."
That's true.
Hey, not
You know what?
Not that nobody's
It's
using it.
innocent until proven guilty. That's true. Until we realize that this thing is just an abomination. You know.
I can't.
He's gonna get at least one weakness policy sweep off this season. Calling it now.
That's true. This
I
thing is
can't.
Unbelievable.
I can't fight Manny on every thing that he wants to move down. Some stuff is going to slip through because I had to fight to keep in order to keep Greninja at 120 or 160 rather. Celesteela had to move down to 160. Probably. It's all about
Manus.
it's all about compromise.
Well,
guess.
Manus has made his ulterior motives known for
Manus
moving
gets
stuff
drunk
down.
with power
so.
sometimes. He just gets drunk with power.
Let me make sure. Sorry, I'm a little behind on updating the Google Doc as this is going on, so just want to make sure that I'm getting everything here. Did I get Volcanion? Where is Volcanion?
What a good compliment in Mega Venusaur to Celesteela too. Just like looking at it, just gross. You're gonna hit me with a fire move, here comes Venusaur. You're gonna hit me with an electric move, here comes Venusaur.
You're gonna hit me with a flying move, here comes Celesteela. You're gonna hit me with a psychic move, here comes Celesteela.
It's just yikes.
It's one of those things where you don't really when you put it out like that. Like Mike, how many times just like team building stuff when we put two mons together and you're like, no, they share a weakness or they don't cover each other's weaknesses well enough. Like you would fucking kill for just go, wait a minute, Venusaur and Celesteela. Wait a minute.
I mean, my original core covered each other real well. My cousin just decided to cry a little bit. He's lucky I'm nice.
Oh, we agreed to swap it for Corviknight. Manny is in here to defend himself. There we go. We shit talked for too long. He kicked down the door and was like, I need to get a computer because my spider sense is tingling.
To swap what for Corviknight?
Just
Celesteela?
Corviknight moved
I
to 2
don't want either of them in front of me.
No. Corviknight is totally 200.
Yes, he is.
We probably could have moved Skarm up too, probably. Nobody took it yet, though. Spoiler alert.
No, Skarm is good at 160, actually.
Oh yeah, we had this
Now that
conversation
there's
already.
other good steel flying types, I agree.
Okay, I think I'm caught up on this. All right, so next up, we got Rob as the second pick in this one, and to compliment G. Corsi, he went for Clefairy.
Oh.
Rob
Speaking
staple.
of tanks resistant to knockoff.
A staple of Rob's team. Rob in seasons 1 and 2 swept multiple people with Calm Mind Clefable alone.
I hate this thing.
It's so fat.
Clefable is, this is the Rob Mon, and Mike, what isn't the story with Clefable is you did
I don't
not
want
know.
to talk about it.
You didn't know that.
I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, it was a different time. I understand. You didn't know Fairy was weak to steel. I understand. We've all had those moments.
I'm notoriously bad at my type chart, and I lost to Rob in playoffs because I didn't think, I'll send out Mega Aggron into Clefable, and I let it sweep my team.
Now, I mean, I will be the first to tell you. In my first match in season 2, when I came back, I was like, "Yeah, Stealth Rock is 2 layers, right? Yeah." And I used Stealth Rock twice in a row, and then I lost.
You're like, oh.
Oh god, if Stealth Rock was 2 layers, I'd throw up. It Odco Charizard.
Yeah, for sure.
I forgot how it worked.
Out of the field.
Got it confused with spikes.
This
Wouldn't
mod is
Oko if
under
you just had
500
body
base
HP?
points. Like it has less than 500 base stat total, and it's still one of the fattest, most unbelievable Pokemon in the entire game. I don't understand. I don't get how it's so good. Like obviously it has what it has, but
He's grossly good.
All
I don't
takes
get
is pure fairy.
yeah, I guess so.
Well,
The typing.
He's so derpy looking too. He just looks at you like
But yeah,
What you gonna do?
it resists the knockoff for G Corsola. I don't know if you said that. I ran to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
Oh yes he did.
that's true. Mike, you are next here. Would you like to reveal your round 2 pick to supplement Zapdos?
Sure. I went with a very classic Mike Staple. Another one that I went, wow, you guys moved this bitch down. You shouldn't have done that. I'm taking Infernape second.
Oh,
The fire
Infernape,
monkey.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
totally.
Grass
Hard
monkey.
agree. Hard agree.
Now, to be
Infernape
fair,
at
that statement was
120.
said about 2 fire types. Want to point that out.
Hard agree. Infernape at 120 is so good.
Yeah.
This mon is
Yeah, it
so
is.
good.
I've
I've always
taken
wanted to
Infernape
draft
many
it.
times. I have gotten Infernape as the last pick of the draft before. He
Oh.
always goes. It's gross how good he is. And
I've
Joe
noticed.
always. We were talking about my team, and I went, "Huh, Joe, my team seem real physical heavy." And all the time he's like, "Mike, Infernape is mixed, you jackass."
I've had to
Every
tell.
time we talk about it, he has to remind me. Mike, you can run him special,
You don't have to hit Flare Blitz into literally everything.
but Joe, it works.
Hey, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying that you gotta,
It's more that I don't want to hit Fire Blast because RNG is a fickle bitch.
Understandable. Look at the stat line. That's all I'm saying.
Of course not.
Yeah,
It's
there's
Vacuum Wave and Mach Punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
one. Either
He's
way.
gross. It's literally the Fire Blast thing that turns me off of it.
He's
Not
so
gonna
good.
front
Just run Flamethrower. Whatever. Specs
or
Flamethrower.
run Z Fire spoilers.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh,
Z.
mhm.
Yeah. Z move in. Whatever. Infernape. It pivots. I'm pretty sure it gets rocks.
doesn't
Like,
have a
correct me if
pivot.
I'm wrong.
Infernape get rocks.
It gets
crazy.
U-turn.
It does. It does get
Oh.
rocked.
It does get stealth rock. Yeah,
What
it
the
could be your
hell?
rocker. It could be focus sash rocks into like a disgusting Z fire or a flare blitz. Like, it doesn't matter. This thing can do. It gets grass knot, like bulky water types. Whatever. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
New Grass Knot. I
For
did not know
120
that it got rocks and U-turn.
Well, I'm
Gross.
sorry I told you.
Yes, you are.
Next up,
I've always repped Infernape.
we got.
It's so good.
Big
We-
Iron Fist.
Oh yeah, Iron Fist too. We got Manny, who is supplementing Grimmsnarl with a Mike Classic as it happens. It's Mega Aggron.
Oh, I love Mega Aggron.
Okay.
All right.
He's
All
so
right.
fat.
So you throw up a light screen, and this thing is just gonna
Never
live,
die.
Period.
Yeah.
It's just never gonna die.
My favorite kit with Mega Aggron is just Dragon Tail, Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave, and any other move. Any other move. And you just spin people around. Just spin them around.
It's just weird. You,
Takes
you
the
can't
shots
hit it
damage.
for super effective damage, especially with Grimmsnarl.
Right.
Like, it just won't work with filter.
Yeah, like even if you hit it with a brick break, that's 75 base power with is like 200 defense.
230. I think it's 230.
Oh.
And his attack
think it's,
is
like,
nothing
absurd.
to shake a stick at either.
Let me
Like,
see.
he's gross. There's a reason that I took him, Gardevoir, and Garchomp 3 seasons straight.
That's
It's a good core.
Steel Fairy core.
Yeah, Steel Fairy already off
Yeah,
to a good
230
start with that
defense,
one.
140 base attack. We don't talk
Yeah,
about it.
it's a
base
lot.
Attack, but
It's a
that's
lot.
I
a
said
lot.
that. His base attack, you don't even need attack EVs. It's like Venusaur, where you just plug it all in the defense and you let your natural stats carry you to victory.
Yeah. Does he get body press?
Yes. No? I know Steelix got it. I'm assuming he did too.
No, he's not in.
He's
the
not
new
out
gen.
yet.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
in due
I
time.
was gonna say.
And we'll probably move
So
on to
Since
more
they're-
Steel.
Steelix got it, and I have a big problem with Mega Steelix hitting body press.
All right, so number 5 in this round is Hunter, who is bringing up his Zygarde with the man, Scary Gary.
Ah,
Oh, regular
G-Dance
Scary
core.
Gary. Okay.
Normal Scary Gary.
Normal.
I
Scary.
can give everyone some insight. Hunter is going back to Hunter roots, where he's just fast and loose. He's
Hitting hard.
he's gonna win before he loses. That's his strategy.
Yeah.
Good strat.
I do not blame him. Gyarados is a classic in that realm. You could give him Deboots if you want to Dragon Dance.
yeah?
What is the normal thing that you would give Gyarados? I guess like
Z-Fly.
Crystal.
Oh yeah,
Z
Z Crystal.
Fly.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you Moxie your way to
bounce.
victory.
Yeah,
As
Yeah.
Crystal,
true.
Scarf.
You don't. Yeah, you
You can
definitely.
start it.
You don't even need. Don't
You
even
could
need the
run a
boots.
lefty sub kit
Yeah.
on him too.
You could run lefties. I was just gonna say because he gets intimidate.
Yeah, you
Electric
run
Berry.
the lefty sub
Walk
kit.
it, yeah. Although freeze
you
dry is
could-
gonna hurt his whole team right now.
You could
so-
run the
that's
power
true.
herb special with Manus.
Power
Power
Bounce.
herb fly or power herb
Mm.
bounce. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Yes.
yeah, Big Fizz
Just
is
a good mon.
what we're looking
We
at
all
so
saw
far
that
here.
replay.
Yeah, it's true. The season 1 replay. Did you watch the season 1 finals replay, Jim?
Oh, that power bounce was so
I
sick.
tried. I clicked on it on mobile and it didn't like work for me. I don't know what happened necessarily, but
That's weird.
I tried to.
I gotta share
Well,
that match where I bullied Trevor too.
The key moment in that match was Gyarados was facing Machamp, and I assume James was reading a D-Dance and hitting like Stone Edge or something with Machamp facing a Gyarados, and then Gyarados just hit Power Bounce and went on a tear.
And just destroyed it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That was the
Gyarados,
turning point.
Great Pokemon. You can run it so many different ways. Actually, I like regular Gyarados more than Mega Gyarados, just because you have the option of Intimidate or Moxie.
Oh yeah,
Like-
definitely.
New Mega Rule.
Sort of. Oh,
Gyarados is
you know
gonna
what?
be a
That's
mon
true.
that benefits from that.
Well, if anybody
You know what?
wants,
That's totally true.
if anybody wants to make a scary Gary, they can remember that. So all right,
Yeah.
we were talking about him in round 1. Why wasn't he off the board yet?
Drill.
To go with to go with Mega Mawile
Oh,
is Garchomp for PokeFan here.
Now I'm afraid of it. Now I'm afraid of it. You want to make me afraid of any Pokemon? Sit Garchomp right next to it.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Even
It's synergy.
You want to talk
you
about
want a
Big
versatile
Fizz?
mon? You want a versatile mon? It's Garchomp. You can scarf him. You can band him. You can give him bulky kits. You can run him special like Manus did.
run Rocky
It's-
Helm.
You can
Rocky Helm.
Rocky Helm.
Skin. Yeah.
Dude, I ran Rocky Helm Rough Skin split defenses multiple games and just trucked people. His speed and natural attack carried him up, and I just let people do more damage to themselves than they did to me. It was comical.
I will always.
The worst part
remember.
is that Mawile resists the ice attacks
Yeah.
and then has like Iron Head.
And the
And
Dragon
then-
Immunity.
And,
And the
then
dragon
Garchomp comes
immunity.
in and resists the fire.
Yeah, Murphy's comment.
Slamming his dick on the table. Here it is.
Slamming his Johnson on the table.
What are you gonna do about it?
Murphy's been cracking me up the whole night, actually. Keep in the chat, Murphy.
That's a very top-heavy team. And there's a lot of tanks that are still like relatively cheap.
that is
so
two-
even though they
200s.
covered
Yeah,
themselves
that's the double.
very well, like there's lots of cheap mons that'll complement them.
Oh, he does have a double S
Yeah,
going on.
That's the Mario strat. That's
no,
the
the
sheriff
triple
strat.
S is the Mario strat.
Yeah, that's the triple. That's the triple.
I was the first person to run 2 S's.
the
Thank
double.
you.
Yeah, you did the double.
Double.
That was what? That was
we thought
Mags.
you were a madman.
That was Mags and Volcanion, I think. Yeah, that was my double S.
Two's crazy, but it's not that crazy. 3 is just balls to the wall. Just go
No,
for it.
that's-
Just
that-
run them all every single week.
You may as well
And then
have
Mario
a,
won like 3 games that season.
You may as well have a 700 club team. Yeah.
I didn't say it was that great, but
Speaking of Mario, he's the next one up here, and going along with Volcanion, he's completed a core here. Speaking of, actually, Dragon Fairy Steel completed here with this one, and then Fire Water Grass completed with Mario because he has Tangrowth.
No.
okay, all right.
Uh,
That's a great mon. That's a good mon.
he told me that this was his second pick. I love Tangles. He's
I
so
approve.
big. He's so big and annoying.
I approve so much. I won a league with Tangrowth, who I think was my MVP. Honestly.
And he told me some of his strats with Tangrowth this season. Who's ever in his division, just you wait. Also, to pair with Volcanion, Tangrowth. Great. You want to hit EQ? Tangrowth is the earthquake check in this league.
That's
Oh,
super
yeah, for
synergy.
sure.
The earthquake check.
Oh yeah. This thing's
And
fat.
and he'll eat the any electric move thrown at him too.
Yep.
Then you
So-
try and hit Tangles with that fire move.
It's a
in
great
comes
synergy.
Volk. Yeah. That's good team building right there.
You get knockoff, you get leech seed, you get regenerator. Like I don't know. Not much
Regenerator
more you can
alone.
ask to pair with Volcanion.
And his coverage is stupid. Like
Yeah,
the moves
it
that he
is.
gets, you just wouldn't expect him to have. You're like, why do you have this?
He gets EQ. He gets some fighting type move. I think.
He gets Brick Break.
Probably Brick
Okay,
Break,
cute.
yeah.
Brick break.
You want to get rid of those nasty screens that might be coming up. Screens getting more and more
Hey
common.
man,
by
Brick
the
Break
way.
Charizard made Manus drop a whole core from Mario.
That's true. That is true. We've of the legends of the league, Brick Break. Oh man, I should go back and since we have the season 1 replays, we should be able to find the match with Brick Break Charizard, right? Or was that season 2?
No, that wasn't season 1. I think that was season 2 where Manus took Sableye and Chansey.
We should be able to find it. How the fuck did Manny
Just
not win
thinking
that
about
season?
that.
How did he not win that season with Sableye and Chansey? What the fuck?
Because Mario ran Brick Break Charizard and Manus dropped it.
That's how you do it. So, Thomas, he's got Rillaboom, and next to pair with Rillaboom, he has a Heatran.
Oh,
I don't like that.
oh.
I don't like that at all.
My season 9 self is quaking.
Talk about another synergy right there. You want another EQ check? Rillaboom probably comes in second place.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
grassy terrain in
Very
general
close.
will prevent
Grassy terrain.
will prevent Heatran from dying to EQs in some circumstances.
That's team building.
See, this is what I'm saying. Where I hope Thomas starts paying attention. That's paying attention right
That
there.
is paying attention. You're right.
That's an attention to detail. I like that. Or dumb luck. Either way.
On top of that, Heatran is not a tiny mon. He doesn't.
No.
No.
He doesn't particularly even need like the EQ support, even though it's really, really nice. Clearly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what helps with that too is that grassy terrain gives him like that pseudo lefties recovery. Like you
That's
don't
true.
need to run lefties with Heatran. Like
No.
when I ran Heatran, I ran Grassium Z or like you
Yeah.
know whatever.
Oh,
It usually
Grassium
wasn't
Z.
Lefties. You
Oh,
can get Solar
yeah.
Beam. Yeah,
Grassium
you just
Z,
destroy the
yeah.
Loki waters.
Grassium Z in the grassy terrain.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's an insane combo. And those are
You can
two
even.
very
He's another good Assault Vest holder too.
Huh?
Another great AV holder.
It's gonna be.
that's crazy.
We're getting scary combos already here.
Yeah, we are.
Drac, if you don't mind. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss? Where's Dave? Did I not put Dave's in here?
I think there's at
shit.
least one between me and
Yeah,
Thomas.
there is. Wait a minute. I think I didn't put an image in here. Let me check real quick.
Heatran resists everything they want to throw at Rillaboom. Resist ice, resist flying, resist.
Yeah.
It absorbs fire. It doesn't even resist it. Like,
Yeah, and get stronger to boot.
yeah,
Uh,
it's actually an unbelievable core.
Yeah, there's Dave before me.
yeah.
Now you got the fire, the grass. Where's the
Here we
water?
go. Okay,
That's
so,
what's Thomas gonna
sorry about that.
pop
Then
the water.
the addition to Greninja here. Dave has. Here we are. It's Torn T.
Yeah, love
Alright.
it.
I'm so bad at the genies. Which one's Torn T?
The flying one.
Regenerator.
Regenerator Bird. Okay.
Regenerator bird. Yeah, fat bird.
Got moved
Regenerator Bird gets a lot of moves you wouldn't expect it to get.
Yeah.
I lost a game because Mitch had superpower and I didn't know he had it.
Oh yeah.
Up. That's true.
Also, gonna point out those are two very fast pivots.
Yes, they are.
They're
Yes.
really fast. Oh yeah.
Yes, they are.
I wouldn't say they cover each other's weaknesses though.
No.
They're very good and very fast, and obviously Regenerator's great, but neither
Well,
of them want a T-Bolt.
Neither of them want a T-Bolt, but Greninja's weird with that whole defensive thing because it's whatever type. It gets spikes to make it ground, but I mean, you're not switching it in. You're right. You're not switching in Greninja to save Torn.
Yeah. I think it depends on like how you utilize Greninja is how
Absolutely.
Tornadus will complement it.
I can agree
I
with
think,
that.
I think his next three picks are really gonna define his team.
For sure.
because You can totally pair these with two very bulky, even other regenerator mons. Like let's say picks a Mungus or something.
For sure.
Yeah.
And Torn's even better with the booties too, because
Absolutely.
not taking rocks damage and having Regenerator, you can take a hit almost no matter what. Doesn't even matter what it is. Like Torn
that
is
was,
just so fat.
The boots were an interesting new item. Again, I think Game Freak was just bored.
I think
think
the boots
that
are
they're
a
pretty
great
good.
addition.
Oh yeah. I think the hazards were busted for like 3 generations, so I'm glad that they've sort of been nerfed a little bit.
Okay, so let's turn off that one because now we've messed up the order. All right, Drac, now it's your turn.
Okay, to pair with M Indeedy, I picked the man with the big back, Terrakion.
Terrakion.
Oh boy. Trakian. Trakian, fun fact about him, I thought that double intimidating him would save Incineroar from a fighting move. Boy, was I fucking wrong.
Was that against me, Mike?
Was it against you?
I think
don't
it was
know.
against Dylan.
I don't know
Running
who it
against
was
Dylan.
against, but I was like, okay. I intimidate him with Mega Manectric, and I intimidate him with Incineroar.
Yeah,
I can totally hit a move here and live.
That was
Nope.
Dylan. That was season 9 because you had Mega Manectric season 9.
That was gross.
Yeah, he had a banded. No, this thing's disgusting. Terrakion's disgusting.
Yeah, I love
Gross.
Especially since you can't mock punch him, you can't bullet punch him in psychic terrain.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh yeah, we're right there.
Justified 108 speed. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah,
The biggest
absorb
downfall to
knockoff.
him is the lack of a rock stab that's reliable.
yeah.
That's it.
No, Manny's got it. Manny's got to figure it out. Blunder policy.
Ugh.
Yeah, blunder policy.
Or you do-
I should have ran blunder policy. I wouldn't have lost 2 games to Lebo.
Now you're even faster. Ugh.
Or you do the gym thing of just running a rock slide and then ended up missing rock slide
I
too.
literally ran Rock Tomb like the 3rd time I brought Terrakion. I was like, I'm not messing with it anymore. I just can't.
Rock Tomb is actually good with the speed
60
lower though.
Speed drop.
Yeah, it's
No.
for a bit of speed control.
Our league definitely underappreciates a lot of controlling type moves. We're very fast and loose.
Oh,
For sure.
yeah, you can imagine, say, Terrakion, you switch in something that might be faster to kill it, just hit Rock Tomb. Uh-oh, now you're not faster, and you're going to die.
Yeah. This is very good synergy, I think. That's sort of why I had Terrakion when I drafted Mew, is because he could take those dark type attacks, and it works the same way for Indeedee. You know, like you take
Yeah,
a knockoff,
absolutely.
True.
now all of a sudden you're at +1, and you're gonna rip
Rolling
through something.
kid.
You're gonna rip
Yeah.
through something. Period.
You're just slamming close combats and whatever's in your way.
Well, next it's Mitch, and what is he pairing Lando with? You got a big physical attacker. Why not get a big special attacker? It's Nihilego.
Okay.
Cute.
What does he have it paired with? It's Nihilego and
Lando T.
Lando.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Nihilego.
Interesting.
Nihilego a very fun mon.
Nihiligo's a weird mon
I think
because of
underrated.
the moves that he gets alone are just so odd.
One of the few good users of Power Gem. Not a lot of
He
special
gets Worry Seed. Like, why?
That's true.
Because he's an
It gets
Ultra
head
Beast. and
smash.
Ultra Beasts don't make any sense. It's got base 47 defense. Like, I don't get it.
It's like the opposite of Durant.
Ultra Beasts
Oh,
are very odd with their... That's the thing. The special defense, obviously, an EQ on Nihilego will shred through it. Like, you could be probably, I don't know, a stage 1 Pokemon with EQ with decent stats, and you'll probably kill Nihilego.
If you're a Trapinch, you got the 1v1.
Trapinch has base
Yeah,
100
you win
attack,
that.
I'll have you
That's
remember.
That is true. That is true.
Wow.
I'm going to draft Trapinch round 11.
Man, shitty
Radio Trap is
Garchomp.
banned.
And I will. All right.
Yeah,
I'll run
no Arena Trap, unfortunately.
Sandville. And not use it.
Also banned.
Or whatever.
Also, man,
Whatever he has.
Sheer force. Okay.
Does he get
Hyper
sheer
Cutter?
force?
Wow.
Trapinch gets sheer force? Okay. All
why
right,
is
well,
shitty Garchomp so good?
now I'll consider it.
Next, we got Lebo, and who is he pairing Dracovish with? Now, Mike, you might have thought that this was a natural pairing when you thought that it had Swift Swim, but he is getting
Don't be regular T-Tar.
Please don't be a
Pelipper.
rain team. Please don't be in a rain team.
It's
boy.
Pelipper.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
Pelipper.
I don't want that. I don't want that
Scarf
fish's red in the rain.
Strongjaw in the rain.
Oh,
Get
I don't
out.
want it. See,
No.
this is what I was talking about, where
Bro.
he's gonna prep a little better with it.
Lebo
I'm gonna
loves
throw up.
weather. He had
Yeah.
sun and sand last season, and now he's
gonna
like, you
throw
know
up.
what? Might as well just have Dracovish in the rain. It's
And before he gets a great web setter.
dear God, what has he done?
However, that is 2 Pokemon that are quad weak to freeze dry.
Oh yeah, Scar Freeze
So-
Dry, run through it.
We've got 2 teams now that are quad weak to freeze dry. Not a lot of good freeze dry users out there. That's the thing.
Joe, your favorite boy is one of the best freeze dry users.
Oh yeah. But that's not saying a lot. Cryogonal
Who's your
Cryogonal. Cryogonal
Dude,
is
you have sold me on the amazingness of Crognal.
it's there are like 4 or 5 Pokemon in the lower tiers that I will never shut the fuck up about. Murphy said before with
To the point where I
Regice.
can tell when you helped people draft. When certain mons end up on people's teams, I'm like, that was Joe.
Mike outscarfed my Flygon with Cryogonal one time, and
That's how
I
you
was
do it.
floored. I was like, this thing is unbelievable. I thought it was like a
That
120 point on
I
the
need to
spot.
let the cat out of the bag. That was 110% Joe's idea.
Because I remember
floored.
the very first match of season 6, I want to say, I was against Garrison, who had Lando. I was like, he's going to start with Lando. I'm going to start with Cryogonal. He's not going to see Scarf Freeze Dry coming. And then boom, Lando's down, turn 1. Made my life a lot easier.
That's exactly what happened to my Flygon, and I was floored. I was like, oh my goodness. But Freeze Dry, incredible move. These 2 Mons, though, weak to it. I don't know.
Oh, that's it's people drafting for the division. It's
Yeah,
and
it
you'll
comes
know
down
when
to
it happens.
paid
There
attention or not.
are like 4 Mons that use freeze dry. It's like A9tails, Cryogonal, Lapras, and
Kyurem.
Kyurem. You're right.
feel
I always
like
forget about
they gave
Kyurem.
it to more people.
Yeah, I think they did. I think they did give it to a lot more like ice
Not a
types. I
lot
think
more.
every ice type except for Regice, because they hate Regice, and I really want to use Regice, got Freeze Dry.
Oh, and
Articuno,
okay.
Aurorus,
Yeah.
Glalie,
Yeah.
Mamo, Vanilla.
Freeze dry
Mammo.
freeze dry Mammo is a fun tech. Mario used that
That's
once.
Vanillix? Damn.
Vanillix,
Oh,
yeah.
that was SM. Okay. Both the Arctos get it.
Yeah.
Glaceon gets it. Why didn't it have it before? Who knows?
Maybe that's the worst evolution, but that's a topic for another time. It's okay.
It's Leafeon or Glaceon. We've already debated this.
Believe me, we've had roaring debates at burger bars about the worst evolution.
Good, because those are the 2 worst.
Oh, and Galarian Mr. Mime.
Oh
Just
yes,
to
of
round it
course,
out.
Galarian Mr. Mime. So shouldn't
Don't
Mr.
spoil my 11th round pick.
shouldn't Mr. Rhyme get it then too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
All right. So then we got Dylan here next, and Dylan is pairing Coco with another Drax Snipe. It's Alakazam.
But it
Wow.
That's fast right there. You want to talk about fast? That's 130 and 120, by the way.
I don't. This makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that. That's all.
That's hyper offense.
Oh,
Super
yeah.
hyper offense.
And then
Sam gets nasty plot. I mean, I don't know.
You let that Zam get a nasty plot off without a reliable way to stop it, you lose.
Yeah.
that's why we had to ban Megazam.
That's why you ban Megazam. Yep.
And
Like, you just lose. There's no, maybe I can pull this out. No, if you don't have, like, Sucker Punch, it's over.
And it always gets a nasty plot off because you can just run Magic Guard Focus Sash.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't take hazards. You don't take status. Just
And then
Dude,
he can just sub up in front of you if he wanted, and then the game is just over.
and you can't put it to sleep because of electric terrain.
yeah,
I'm honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up banning regular Zam after this season.
wow, big words. Maybe move. I don't know if not a lot of
We'll
mods
see.
have jumped from 160 to ban, but we'll see. Mega Blastoise is the only
Blastoise
one.
did.
Yeah, I think. Weird how Mega Blastoise wasn't 200 and Manny got it last season.
Yeah.
And then as soon as Manus was done playing with it, it just instantly went away.
Weird. Nobody else got to use
I'll
Shell
have
Smash.
everybody know I advocated for Indeedee to get moved to 120, then drafted it.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. You did the
Hey,
opposite.
that's honorable. You know, you're like,
Thank
this
you.
mod's too busted for the amount I'm getting it for. Let's make it like a little bit more expensive. And then I'll get away with it.
I got no problem moving stuff from 100 to 120. I don't think it's a big
Meanwhile,
problem.
I took Raikou last season because y'all put it at 120, and
Yeah,
I
and
wanted
that
to
thing
show you that was
body-
a bad idea.
Mistake.
Raikou is unbelievable.
There is a difference though between seeing that Amon gets moved down and be like, maybe I can sneaky pick this, and like, being the one with the authority to move it down.
Yeah, no, there is. No, there is.
That's very true.
That's why Greninja's was gonna be a 120. Come on.
Jim, you are up next here. Do you want to reveal your round 2 pick to
Oh.
go with your round 1?
Sure. I got, drum roll, please. Milotic.
Ooh.
I love Milotic.
Oh,
I
that's
fought for Milotic to A, move down, but it's
That's-
not because I hate it. It's just so good.
You
that's so good
fought
with
to
Caesar.
move Milotic down? Really?
Because
Milotic-
it was way too high for what it was. I think it's where it should be right now. But it was like tier 1 for the longest time.
It was
and I
tier
didn't
1
think it was worth it.
for a long time.
I think you're discounting Marvel scale.
Yes.
No, Milotic
basically
was
running-
run on my cartridge battle teams. I love Milotic. It's just I didn't think it was worth 160.
I'm basically running a Gen 6 UU team, which is fine. Marvel scale, I mean, I don't know how much, spoilers I want to give, but this thing gets flip turn now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It gets
true.
flip turn,
Not only
recover,
does it get
ice
flip turn,
beam.
it gets slow flip turn.
Yeah.
Slow pivot is important.
Mhm.
I love Milotic. Great pick, especially looking at Mega Scizor. Or regular Scizor, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. That's
Pretty much the only reason that, because going into the season, I knew I wanted Scizor, and so I was like, okay, like what Mon do I want to complement Scizor? Was my
Yeah.
second round pick, and
Scizor is a mon you need to build a team around. You're correct in that.
This is the number 2. It is her.
I mean, I think like just those two are such a good pair. You like
Yeah.
distract everyone with how scary Mega Caesar is, then you have like this other sneaky core that just,
Yeah.
annihilates people secretly.
Fire types, status, none of it matters.
Yeah, exactly.
And just like you can just rest Toxic Stall people to hell and back with Milotic and just laugh because Marvel scale.
Marvel scale, yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Everybody does the Flame Orb kit. I love the rest kit.
I've never used Milotic before, and I'm very, very excited to see what she can do.
Oh
Well, if you're not in my division, if you're not in my division, I will.
Can't wait to see who's in my division. I can't wait to stall the crap out of them.
All right. Well, the time has arrived for everybody to groan because it's time for Kyle's pick, and
Yup.
he is pairing Hawlucha with a Raichu.
wait, what? What?
So
No way. That's not real.
so
Oh, it is.
so
Oh,
this means that
Kyle's dick is just out right now.
either this man
He's
is
playing
going
his draft kind of
Kyle.
face up.
Kyle, I'm going to take Pinkerton.
Draft it round 3, bro.
I'm doing it.
Yo, what was I telling you?
No
I
way.
almost took 3 electric types because of a Raichu and Pincurchin being so
Oh
cheap.
my goodness. Pinkerton's what? It's like a 40,
40
now,
it's-
maybe?
yeah.
They're both
That's
40.
unbelievable.
I will absolutely say I had the Pincurchin A Raichu Indeedee combo in Joe's DMs like a month ago.
yeah.
It's just gross. And Joe was like, I don't think it's gonna be that good.
I think, I mean, when you put it together and you have Hawlucha there, at least we learned that Defog can get rid of terrain now, but like...
Yeah.
And then you die.
Still, I mean, still,
Congratulations,
okay.
you got rid
He's
of the
still
terrain.
switching. He's still switching Hawlucha on the defog. He's still gonna proc the seed before
Yeah.
defog hits.
And then you die.
And this man can still... he might not even want Pincurchin. He might just set electric terrain with a Raichu, because it's fast.
Very true.
Yeah,
I don't
it is.
know.
That's true. Listen, I don't
Kyle-
think that you would draft a Raichu second without having like a super master plan in mind.
Oh,
I
definitely.
just don't think so.
I can't believe he took a Raichu second. That's almost as good as Swampert going in the first round.
That's ballsy as fuck.
So,
Yeah. So
the-
for everyone who's in Kyle's division, you might want to consider a sniper too.
a
You
Pincurchin
should,
and
you
indeed
should
F.
buy Magnum condoms
Yeah.
for Kyle's Magnum dong.
Ready in
It's gonna
broadcast.
ruin you.
G-Weezing, anything that you can get your hands on.
Terrain setter, please.
Next, we got Jack, who, along with Mega Scizor here, is taking
Yes.
a Muck.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. You're looking for someone to absorb a special fire move. He's
Yeah.
one of the boys.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Amok. You only got the one effective weakness on there. You can
For sure.
very easily work around any sort of, just get a Mon with Levitate, just get a Flying Mon, just get a Grass Mon, just get anything that will happily eat. Like, you can get fucking Eevee like Tangela if you want, and you'll do well keeping Amok alive.
I'm waiting for the thick fat mon to come out on one of the Scizor teams.
I'm always surprised that everybody who's had Rain, I don't believe ever took a Scizor with them, because that, or like a Pharaoh even.
That's a really good way to get rid of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like anything.
I
that,
mean,
you know, get a Cortana if you want.
I just don't like Cortana.
Dylan saying, I can't believe I won't be able to bring my first round pick against Kyle.
Jack was debating, about what Mon he wanted second, and he settled on Amok because I had sort of wanted Amok a little bit. But this thing is really, really good. Knockoff, poison touch. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. For a 120, I think it gives a lot of value. It's a special defensive wall. Like,
Oh, definitely.
it will take that fire type hit. Like, it will. Like, probably 3 or 4 times.
I need to.
And then it will destroy. Yeah.
It is the premier AV user, I think.
Yeah.
The season I had it was also the season I devoted like 8 out of my 11 mons to being a Sun team, so I can't really comment on how good it is because the rest of my team just sucked.
All right, now it's
Goodness.
we're playing the hits. Murphy is next, and he is pairing Mega Gallade. Everybody,
Can we just skip it?
Oh, come on.
Don't
Everybody
do it.
knows.
Don't
Can we
do
just
it.
skip it?
it's
I'm gonna leave the
Togekiss.
call. I'm gonna leave the call.
Da, 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 da.
Guys, you want to know who his 3rd round pick is? I bet you can figure it out.
Mike, I forget. I think it was you and I that had this conversation. If it works, it works. And Mega Gallade and Togekiss has confirmed to work for 2 separate people, you and him. So
I hate this.
may as well do it. At least he has to
Change up
pay.
your strategy.
At least he has to pay a little more for it this time because
Yeah,
it's 160.
I think-
Listen, y'all made Chansey and Mola 200 and 160, so people stopped taking them. Could you make these 3 Pokemon all 200 so that Murphy has to change his team?
But look how happy that Togekiss
Yeah, that's
is.
the
He gets to
happiness
be with his
Pokemon.
best friend, Mega Gallade.
He's happy to be all to. Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad that it's a 160 now because Togekiss always goes very, very early.
It was
I think
first.
it's very
It was
good.
the first overall pick.
Yeah, which is
Everybody loves
crazy.
it.
It was the first overall pick to stop me from taking it.
Well,
First of
Well,
all.
that's just spiteful.
I mean that's your fault for letting
it
him know
worked.
that you wanted it.
You know,
I told Thomas like a jackass, and Thomas was like, I'm going to tell everyone.
Well, whose fault is that?
Mine.
There you go. Next up, we got James. If you don't remember, he got Cinderace, and he is
Got
keeping
the bunnies.
the bunny trainer rolling, not with Megalopunny, but with Diggersby, though.
oh my goodness.
Yike. A
Diggersby
single
is
yike.
a 100,
Huge
right?
power.
Diggersby is 100 still.
Dylan's in the chat right now. Dylan's like, yeah, I had a whole team of rabbits and tortoises. like I get it. Like I also had Diggersby. I see you, Dylan. What does this thing do? It just takes a Scald. And Cinderace doesn't take a Scald either. So
Cinderace takes a Scald after 1 turn when it moves
I
to
mean,
a different type.
Look, what you do
I
with
guess so.
what you do with this boy is hit Meteora and just fucking watch everything blow up, and everything will die, and it's a path of destruction that cannot be stopped because its attack stat, even at level 50, is 935,000.
I'm sorry.
It's huge power.
yeah, but
His regular attack is 56.
Well,
it's
It's
56.
Yeah.
he's big. He's a big man.
Listen, for
I
100
sleep on
points,
this thing.
You know, he's no Azumarill who can,
Yeah.
huge power belly drum.
I don't like that. That makes me me
Can he,
feel
Look.
can he belly drum? I feel like he.
This is in the hands of James, and he could Swords Dance is the thing. That's the play for
okay.
it.
Swords Dance, quick attack. That's not
Stab
that
quick
bad.
attack, by the way.
Yeah.
Stab quick attack, very underrated.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I know that he's going for a theme, but I feel like it's a pretty gruesome twosome that he started with here.
Yeah, you could run cheek pouch.
Oh,
You don't need to run huge power.
Does he get refresh or recycle or something at least?
I don't
Might.
actually. I don't know.
me
Next, we've got at number 19 to pair with Thundo Eye. Tristan has taken the newly 160 Hoopa Unbound.
Nice.
Ooh.
That was another
Good,
mon
good,
where I
good.
was like, this shouldn't have moved down.
It gets. I don't
That's
like that
fine.
it gets destroyed by U-turn.
Yeah, I'm okay with 160. I think that's very fair.
And I don't like his stats.
It's slow and it does get destroyed by U-turn. Like a scarfed U-turner is just gonna eat this thing up.
Otherwise,
otherwise-
it's 150, 160 in terms of attack and
Yeah.
special attack. So it's a little scary. It's
Actually, it's 160, 170.
Oh well,
Yeah,
fuck
it's
me
a 170.
sideways.
But no, this thing is ridiculous. Hoopa is very, very good, but I feel like from the times that I've seen it, it's been sort of underutilized.
I think Tristan had it once before, and I don't remember him doing a ton with it, but we'll see how it goes. This could very well be, we know Tristan's specialty is the Trick Room team. This could be the early makings of a Trick Room team.
I don't like Hoopa and Pound on a Trick Room team.
All right. And
Just get something slower, bro.
It's gonna be a no from me, dog.
put an iron ball on
Slow
something.
bug type like Cricket Tune.
Yeah. Put the macho brace on
there
something.
you go.
And rounding out the round at number 20 here to pair with Dragapult, Dan has chosen Tapu Fini. Another
Okay, so
double
I
S
actually
here.
have some things to say about Tapu Fini. So Tapu
Tapu
Fini, yeah, is she still at 200? She is.
Currently, yes.
She is much worse because she used to be the premier defogger. Just period. And now that defog gets rid of terrain, it gets rid of her own Misty terrain.
That is a bit rough.
True, so she can get toxic.
So she can get toxic. She can get statused.
That's definitely a thing to worry about. But I think then that'll be something
that
to look into for next season.
It does
potentially.
synergize very well with Dragapult, I think. You know, they sort of resist each other's hits. Obviously, you don't want Dragapult taking a hit, but, you know. But Tapu Fini will keep Dragapult healthy, assuming it runs defog and whatever.
Well,
I
let's
get
look back.
why Tapu Fini doesn't get recovery, but that's like the biggest downfall to Fini.
Yeah. It's still fat. It still gets Calm Mind. It still can,
Oh, yeah.
leftovers.
It's another
still
great
fat.
health holder too.
For sure.
So
It's like more expensive Primarina and sets its own terrain.
Yeah. Although it only has, isn't it only, base 90 special attack or something?
it's not a lot. No, I mean you gotta.
It's not crazy.
I mean Coco's special attack is only base 92, I think, or as well. So the Moon Blast in the Misty Terrain still hurt is the thing.
Yeah.
So looking back at round 2 here, I want some thoughts. I want some opinions. I want what does everybody see when they are looking at this here?
I see Poliper and Dracovish together, and I'm uncomfortable. That's what I'm thinking. I see James going with another theme to his team where he's not going to take the season seriously and still beat most of us.
I see Excadrill still on the board, and I see like 4 or 5 teams who he would be absolutely disgusting on.
This is another round where neither of the T-Tars are gone.
He's going round 3. Yeah, no, neither T-Tar.
At
Still, no
this point,
Sand Setters.
with
No
how-
Hippowdon, no T-Tar, no Sandaconda even. Sandaconda was a first-round pick last season.
That's true.
Exactly.
And they kind of don't.
Man, I think at this point, this is like how both of the Scizors weren't, we're still on the board at all of last season, I'm pretty sure. I think that the T-Tars are going to end up just kind of left to the wayside here that nobody wants.
And then there's going to be like 1 or 2 weather teams, and there's absolutely no counterplay to it because everybody's, not thinking about weather.
That's probably how it goes.
They might be at the very end,
People do
round
save,
10,
people do
round
save
11,
their
you're
points.
like, oh, I need something to round out my team. I have a Stoutland. I have,
Yep.
go T-Tar.
That's the thing.
I
So
honestly think that saving your big hitter mons for later is actually kind of good because
For
you
sure.
can get a cheap core quickly and then just choose one of the various omni useful 200s.
Yeah, then you can build around it for sure.
I'm always a
It's
big,
definitely a strategy.
I'm always a big proponent of drafting lower tier mons in the earlier rounds. Not too low tier, usually a tier below where everyone else is most of the time, and then you save your 200 or your 160 for a round 9 or 10.
What is the lowest tier mon that was drafted? Was
A Raichu at tier 5.
Raichu.
Oh yeah, no, duh. Okay, yeah, no. Now that I'm looking at it, that's a 40, right?
That's a 40.
Yep.
That's unbelievable.
So
Kyle, that's unbelievable.
that's also another thing is I'm usually not one to have my strategy right out in front of everybody in my first 2 picks, but
Kyle does it all the time.
again, I mean, hey, it's I understand where you go with it. It's like, what do you gonna do?
Hey, last season my 2 first picks were Excadrill and Mega T-Tar.
There you go. Yeah. I think it's time, boys. Do you want to see the divisions? Because it's time to get them revealed.
Yes,
I'd love to.
absolutely. I would love to see the
I'm
divisions.
afraid to would be the correct term.
Well, Mike, I believe your division is first
I'm scared.
here. First, we have the Scissor division. Here it is. It is Mike. It is Dave. It is Murphy. And it is Rob. So...
Oh, so
With
I have to
none
deal
of the
with
Caesars.
Murphy's
All right, no
bullshit.
Caesars in the Caesar division. That's good.
I have to deal with Murphy's bullshit. Don't want to do that. I know his. I'm taking Quagsire, so he can't. Joe, lock it in.
You're taking... yeah,
Do you
you're...
at least pick before him in round 3?
I don't
He
even
does.
care.
You do. So yeah, Mike, you're talking all this shit, and then you're gonna get rolled by Murphy and this team that brought you to the finals, by the way, last season too. And
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. You
yeah.
got to deal with Rob and his Clefable G-Course bullshit.
I have been in Rob's division at least half of the seasons that Rob has been a part of.
And you got Dave, who has Greninja and Torn T so far. Or no, Greninja Torn T.
Yeah, I need
teams.
I need a fairy killer is what I need really bad. I know that I need to solve Clefable.
Next,
Due to the other fairy.
we got the Shuckle division, and within the Shuckle division
Don't
is
fuckle with Shuckle.
Jack, Bick, Mario, and Mitch.
That's a scary division.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Well, it's 3/4 scary.
There's
Hey.
no divisions that aren't scary.
Mitch made it to the
Come
finals.
on.
I'm sorry, but Bick and Jack don't need a free win player in their division.
That's scary, dude. I don't know.
Mitch might be the second player to go undefeated sitting in that division. Or not undefeated,
Unwin?
but without a win.
Oh my goodness.
So what you have to deal with currently, if you are in this division, Jack has Mega Scizor and Amok, of course. Bick has Mega Venusaur and Celesteela, gross. Mario has Volcanion and Tangrowth, what the fuck. And Mitch has Landoti and Nihilego, gross.
That's volatile.
That
There's a lot of rock, paper, scissors going on in this division right now. There's a lot of like, oh, Mega Scizor beats Nihiligo, who beats, like it's just like, I expect this division to be pretty even because there's a lot of very talented battlers in there. I know Mike has something to say about that, but
yeah, the divisions are going to be very competitive.
Oh, they definitely are.
I mean, 3 out of 4 of those will be competitive.
Next, we got the Heracross division, and within the Heracross division, we have Kyle, Manny, Tristan, and Thomas. So
Ho ho ho!
glad
Now
I'm not
that-
with Kyle.
That is not a fun division.
the De Silvas are going to be... Manny is going to have to fucking scratch and claw if he wants to get to the playoffs with both of them, and Sneaky Thomas, who I believe is not a wild card necessarily, but can fuck some shit up if needed.
If
Hey,
Thomas
you can
wakes
take
up
some
and
tubs.
plays Pokemon, he's gonna ruin
Hey,
people.
I'm
If
in Thomas's division. I was the reason that he beat Dave in the last match of last season and got me into playoffs. So
There you go.
Thomas is
Division's
a
so
slouch.
scary.
He just doesn't pay attention, is
How
all.
come everybody's so good?
Because we have evolved.
Oh God.
So this is one, yes, Halucha and Raichu. Somebody take Pincochin for the love of God. Manny, who has Grimmsnarl and Mega Aggron. Tristan, where's Tristan on here? He has Thundo Eye and Hoopa U. And Thomas, who so far has Rillaboom and Heatran. So
yo, Thunder with Pincurchin. Hello.
Wow. Oh, okay.
So Tristan does
Counterplay?
pick before Kyle next round. Ooh, no. Next we have Yan Mega. And within the Yan Mega division, we've got Jim, Drac, Dylan, and Hunter.
Let's
Oh
go.
no. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh goodness.
Oh boy.
I was in Dylan's division last time.
What a division. Dylan's a monster.
Dylan, we got
Everybody's so scary.
we got Coco and Zam, we got Zygarde and Scary Gary, we got
Indeedee and Terrakion.
Indeed,
Wait a
Draken,
second.
thank you, and Scizor and Milo.
Oh my god, Joe, you made a division of champions and you didn't even notice it.
Oh, what
I'm
the?
not.
I'm not a champion.
It's not this division. It's the one before.
The Heracross
The one
one?
before is all
it's-
champions.
It's Thomas, the De
Oh, yeah,
Silvas,
you're right.
and Manus.
Yeah, they all won
It is
championships.
a
That's right.
division of champions.
God,
Oh,
that's
baby.
unbelievable.
I mean, there are currently 8 active champions Or 7 active champions? I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah, wait
you
a
put
minute.
four
I
of
put
them
4
in
of
the
them
same
together. Whoops. That'll be
That's
fine.
how the dice roll go.
That'll be fine. So, and finally in the pincer division is Alibo, Dan, Pokefan, and James. So, Alibo with Dracovish and Pelipper, Dan with Dragapult and Feeny, Pokefan with Garchomp and Megamile, and James so far with Cinderace and Diggers B.
That's awesome that Dracovish just hits a scarf and just does the thing at this point in that division.
Yeah.
That's it.
Also, accidental like counter pick from Pokefan. Steel Fairy is amazing in rain. When people had
Very
Mag
true.
on his rain team 2 seasons ago, I was like shitting myself preparing for that team.
Yeah, that's not fun.
So that's all of them together, and now that that's revealed, I will be updating the Google Doc after the broadcast here, so everybody can see what the matchups are going to be for week 1, which will be starting on August the 3rd. Yes, so not quite 2 weeks, but you got 10 days or so, basically.
That ain't bad.
That's what we got.
Very excited for the rest of the draft to play out, seeing if anything happens or gets sniped or,
Wait a minute.
very
snipes are
shenanigans.
coming.
Am I getting breaking news here that round 3 is starting, and we have Drax on the clock at number 1 on round 3? Does he want to break news right here on the stream?
Whoa.
I thought I was gonna start at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Whoa.
You don't have to.
I can break it tonight if
You got it. I know you
got
got it, Drag.
Could we
Yeah.
get most of the round 3 picks tonight is the real question.
I'm doing this all like updating the doc here because full disclosure, Manny's usually the one who updates the doc because he's the only other one that has editing power. So I've been doing all of that during the broadcast here, while also
Yeah, I've been
hosting.
looking at the doc, actually, checking points on Mons and stuff.
I'll do my best, but I mean, there's a lot of updating that I have to do in the meantime.
So you got to promote people to delegating.
I picked the Transrice Pokemon,
Whoa.
Sylveon.
Oh, Sylveon.
Ooh.
And you're in my division? Oh,
Now,
bro.
now my memory is
God.
a little shot. Who are we pairing Sylveon with
I
here?
have a
Terrakion and
Oh, you have a.
Indeedee.
Oh no, you have an Indeedee.
Oh, why?
God damn it!
I hope I don't play you in the Conference Cup because I've played you all 3 seasons you've been in, I believe.
Yeah,
And
I think so.
I haven't had fun in any of those games.
And we actually have a little bit more breaking news here.
okay.
Whoa. Dave's pick, he locked it in for me before. He gave me the information. Joining Greninja and Tornadus T is going to be Magnezone.
That's a great synergy for that. Yeah, I like that.
So that is the next pick on that one here. Ooh,
Someone in my DMs is weeping right now.
My DMs is weeping.
Is it Jack?
I won't reveal. They can
Okay.
reveal themselves.
Not like it matters at this point. They've been sniped.
So that
Dylan's
means
like, Jim, don't 6-0 me again. I'm sorry, I'm Dylan.
So that one, we'll leave it on Thomas for now. Usually we close at 10 p.m. and we're just about there. So Thomas will be on the clock tomorrow morning unless he gives me his pick before the end of the night. We will update as needed within the Discord server itself. And I think then, does anybody else have any other news they want to break, even though they're not on the clock?
I got plans.
Oh,
I
plans.
got big plans.
That's what I like to
I'm
hear.
scared.
I got 2
scared.
lists of Mons I want, so that's it.
So I think then we got a tidy 2 hours on this draft here. Not too bad. I'm pretty good if you guys are. I always feel weird about ending these the way. I need to take a drink of water real quick so everybody talk.
I think for the last 2 hours we've pretty much covered these months pretty damn well.
I think that a lot of the little duos of Mons that we've seen have been very, very good, and I can't wait to see what happens in round 3 tomorrow. I'm so hyped for PFL.
We can break
I'm
some
so
PFL
excited.
news. That's some news we can break.
What, huh?
Well, because the PFL is coming back
Inside the PFL.
Oh, Inside the PFL's coming back. That's
Oh,
right.
yes.
That's
Yeah, we can bring
we can
bring
do
that
that.
news. There you go.
So the two people who will be heading Inside the PFL are in this call here because speaking of delegation, Mike, I have delegated that duty to both you and Jim.
Hello.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
I
it's-
will be co-hosting like a
Yeah.
boss.
So it's not going to be a live broadcast necessarily because I don't have the equipment to do that or the means to do that, but it will be like a pre-edited sort of like dissection of the
Like how they
games
used to
and
be.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like how it used to be. Yeah.
like a sports center type thing.
Yeah. There you go.
So get hyped for that.
We will have guest stars. We will have
Yeah.
segments. I want
Oh,
Manus's hot takes back for a segment.
What's that?
Good luck. Good luck getting him fucking
We'll
to record
talk
it.
about it. We'll talk about it. Mike and I haven't, gone through
No.
all the deets yet, but we're hyped for it. It's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be great.
We'll be back after all you people draft your 11 mons
Yeah.
to have a
Oh, that's
3-hour
true.
video talking about
All
11
the
times 20
teams.
Pokemon.
Yup. Can't wait.
That'll be good. I thank you all for being here on the broadcast with me because that was not originally the plan because people got busy, I guess. Like I said, Manny usually here with me for this, whatever,
It's all good.
whatever.
We're happy to be here.
We chilling.
And season 11 of the Pokemon Fun League is officially underway. And with the draft
Yes.
starting at 10 a.m. sharp tomorrow, I'm going to be at my goddamn computer all weekend taking these picks. I'm going to be bugging the shit out of everybody. You better be ready for it because I need to get this draft done before the end of the weekend.
That is awesome.
So everybody out there in TV land, it is draft season, baby! Everybody sign off. I'm Joe.
I'm Drac.
I'm Mike. I'll go next.
Okay, and I'm Jim.
And it's the season 11 of the PFL. I'm running on fumes at this point. Good night, everybody!
We.
All right. Woo.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Mons.